Hello Brandy. Hello Mr. Dr. Professor Clay. Hello Bobby. Hello Contrapang. Hello Aizen. Hello Table Spotter. Hello What's Up Zero, and we're proud of 19 months, special lord. Hello Void Walker. Hello Orchid. I just want to unclap is, I mean, just pretty good. The rare cut. Yeah, rare cut is common relic, yeah, eternal question. We have the Guardian and Max Elite is only 2. There is, however, no early shop, and the only way to go to the fire is at 2 fights only. That's pretty freaking annoying, to be honest. Force Elite early, yeah? I mean, not actually. You can go here and then fight 1 Elite, but what are you doing? And yeah, no early shop, I guess we take Red Card. But Red Card is not so... Red Card in this position is also not like, amazing, no? Because the only way to get the fire before Elite to upgrade your like, 1000 cuts or your glass knife or like whatever it is here. Unless you're fighting 1 Elite, and 1 Elite is very sad. If you go here, only have 2 fights. So the rest of your deck is like, terrible, and then after this fight, the only way to get 2nd Elite is like, here, so you even lose 2 extra fires and whatever. Seems terrible. Hello Lescado, hello Paradox. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I mean, you can also just accept that maybe, honestly, because the difference between 1 Elite and 2 Elite is not like huge, yeah? It's 1 Elite, sure. But if you are going into a horrible path otherwise, in order to just get 1 extra Elite, then maybe you accept that you fight 1 Elite only instead of 2 and then just take the good, better path. Like maybe build a good deck or something, instead of having to, you know, take some garbage. It's also Guardian Axe, so maybe you can do something about it, yeah? At the early Acro or whatever. Can do something. But regardless, this is just nonsense, so we click the red card. Adrenaline over red form. In this map, I'm not so sure, but Adrenaline is a better thing to take if your plan is actually to just fight 1 Elite and then build a good deck. by good deck, I literally mean we are forcing infinite. Again. No, but really though, Adrenaline is at least better in early game than red form in hallway fights, usually at least. And then into the Elite, yeah, red form usually is better. It is definitely better against Nob, yeah. The red form, even if you draw red form on turn 1, if it's green Nob is like not too bad. To be honest, that's not actually true. You block turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and then turn 4 the Nob hits you. You still only have 3 turns to deal damage either way before you take the first 24, but you can get out of the fight taking only 26. Usually. At the same time, you also don't really have your upgraded attack, yeah? And then in the Lagavulin fight, if you're dying to Lagavulin, the red form doesn't really save you. Because if you're dying to Lagavulin, it usually means that you get strength debuff and you deal no damage. And then the Sentry's red form is not good. Hello Crobin, hello okay bro, hello Vatris, hello Navox, hello Starlit, hello Rascue. You can also take Storm of Steel, but if I'm failing to do freaking 1 Elite Act 1 because the part 2 Elite part is just terrible, and then I take the Storm of Steel over like whatever this is, yeah, I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, not this. I take Adrenaline. Start here and then reevaluate. Because if, of course, if we get some good things, then we can still just do this. But I refuse to start here. Like, this part looks absolutely awful, and then the follow-up is not better either. So I start here, and if by this floor I'm not allowed to fight this, and we do one elite deck one, that's okay. Because we do take the adrenaline, maybe we can force some good decks against the Guardian. Hello, open. This is red card versus common relic. Yeah, the question of the edges and the path is terrible. Because the maximum is 2 elites only, and then the way to get 2 elites is also like pretty really bad. Like here is 2 fights only, no shop, yeah, no shop in any path. 2 fights only 3 question mark, and then you know, after this you want second elite. Like this part is awful, and then this part is awful, and this part is also awful. So just take the red card, and then maybe you can force infinite. We'll see. And again, if we are strong enough to fight this, and it's not actually that bad. The problem with this is usually it's not safe, but we'll see. Start here, yeah. I definitely do not start left. It's back on that, right? Yeah, Storm Steel. No, but really though, in deck 1 maybe Storm Steel is actually better than the other 2 cards. Like, honestly, it's not even so far off the truth. Yeah, nice red form anyway. Yeah, the Storm of Steel is already going crazy. Instead, we are getting hit for 4 damage next turn with no counterplay whatsoever. Because I have 4 energy, I can spend 2. Yeah, no, really, the Storm of Steel already killed, yeah? Yeah, Storm of Steel already killed. Instead here, I'm taking 4 next turn with like nothing I can do. There's no lethal here. If I put all the damage here, I'm weakened and this guy's not dead. And I draw both the neutralize and the survivor this turn. That is extremely outdated. Also, you can literally look at the deck and see that it's fake news. Yeah, you can literally open the deck and see that it's complete fake news. Yeah, it's a red card for max HP. -4. -4 is not good for the floor 6 elite plan, by the way, yeah? Saying. It's no lethal, so I just stop. Backstab is... Well, at least backstab says I can do 4 fights. Even if I cannot fight the elite, maybe with the backstab adrenaline I can get other value out of this act. So it's not too bad. Ooh, potion. Oh, even fruit juice. Huh. Oh, I'm getting baited. Is Blessing of the Force strong enough that I just take 3 fights anyway because I don't want to overflow to throw away potions? Yeah, complete nonsense, right? Because backstab on this fight I probably don't take too much anyway. And then yeah, if I still cannot take this, yeah, because yeah, if I don't see the cards here, even if I have the Blessing of the Force, this fight will still not be really doable. Then suddenly I just lose 1 fight for literally no reason. Yeah, I just go here. Just take the advance forward. And backstab is freaking invincible, right? Yeah, nice red form by the way. But I expected the red form minus doesn't really do anything. In deck 1, when you have 3 energy, red form minus doesn't actually do anything like ever. 10 gold. Well, good thing we have no shop, so the amount of gold I get does not concern me. Well, is it time to be a good deck? Because this is the first piece of the good deck, you know, and then the prepare is common, the prepare is common, and the aggro is common, yeah, and the other options are also like complete garbage. Unless you want to force the issue. If you really want to force the issue into some Lagavulin or whatever, and you say that okay, you are scared to Lagavulin just kills you from full HP, because your deck literally does not have enough damage, here's a deadly poison. I have a max HP. Max HP for adrenaline, and the other 2 options were red form and storm steel. Yeah, you just take the viscerate, no? It's fine. It's also, I mean, it's energy dump to spend on the adrenaline turn because our deck right now doesn't have any attacks. Yeah, nice eviscerate, by the way, I'm not even playing it. Yeah, not really upgrade plotting for 2, yeah? When I still have the fruit juice and point chain 60, but it's not But by, you know, by pattern recognition from the previous run, we know the point chance will go to probably 80. So like, why on earth would I just use a potion? We have 60%. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Yeah. Unless you tell me I need to actually take this freaking 7 because next turn I have no more damage left and this guy is buffing and then I cry. But backstab got me, right? Because we already put it down to 22. Next turn maybe absolutely horrible draw is 3 damage. Wow. Okay, let's not think about that draw. But usual bad draw is maybe 9 damage and he's buffed. So 13 goes to 22 and 22 is a very bad number later. It's fine. Surely it just attacks, man. Oh god, okay, at least we draw 15 damage. So now if it's a red, we draw can kill, yeah? Who's right now also kills? No, seriously, pattern recognition, look at this. 1 out of 8, yeah, happening 1 out of every 8 rounds, by the way, still saying that. First 3 fights, no potion, 70%. You know, the usual. 3 fights, no potion, yeah, what's new? This is from an event, yeah, don't be tricked. Ah, the good deck. No, seriously though, I'm just saying, the good deck. That is actually already the plan though. We talk about this on floor 0, yeah, is that when we go into this part, this is the type of deck that we want to build, especially when I take freaking adrenaline over red form. Into the Guardian deck, we are just forcing Pseudo Infinite here or something. It's fine, we have a Viscerid. Is this fine? This is 33 damage, yeah? If I play Adrenaline, I cannot play any extra attack. I kind of need to split this next turn before it splits me. So if I Adrenaline now, I play any attack is split, so I need to draw into like some prepare and then we play like 2 or extra strike or something. So this will cost 2 and then I can play 2 strike. The absolute maximum split would be, yeah, not good enough. So then you can even go one step further. Like, is Adrenaline a better redraw than Backstab? Because you can also just play Adrenaline right now, yeah, to redraw into the Viscerate and the Backstab faster, and then play Viscerate Strike instead. The next turn is still split. The split would be worse, but then you have a Backstab in the redraw. Otherwise, you split next turn, and the turn afterwards you draw like 5 of these. Prepare, you can dig one further. I guess these don't attack very often. Yeah, it's probably fine to just play a Viscerate Backstab, yeah? 33 damage. 32 damage. Yeah, 21, 11, 32. And this next time we split, point chance 70%. Wow, amazing split. Am I splitting or am I taking? Because I can simply just take 7 also. This split is not exactly the split of my dreams, you know. Because if one of the slime attack next turn, yeah, which is happening 51% of the time at least, I cannot kill anything. Then I already take the 7. And there's a 9% chance that both of them attack. Of course, there is a 49% chance that they are just, you know, doing nothing. But even then, I play triple strike one of them, then the HP would be like 13 and 31, and the turn afterwards, both of them attack. And then I'm sad. Don't want to be sad. Let's not be sad, yeah? We can shuffle in the prepared also. Or you can shuffle out 3 strikes. Shuffling out 3 strikes with this, probably not the best idea. Yeah, I just take 7. You can also just not do anything this turn, but I think we can split here. I don't play prepared though. Okay, apparently I'm stupid and bad. And the next one I get owned because I already draw my bluff here. Now we can sometimes do a Viscerate one shot and then some prepare something. No, seriously though, I'm actually just stupid and bad. You see this? Yeah. Exactly. And that is shuffling in 3 strike. I shuffle in 3 strike to prevent this exact case from happening, you know, is that I don't draw any attacks when I need to kill the small gray. Well, I can tell you that this is probably not happening from this position. But it's okay. We take 11. I can also potion for what? 9. This potion is for 9 because when frail, you know, this goes from 3 to 6. 9 HP with the Blessing of the Forge is pretty good because if we lose this 11, 35, 40, actually with 40 we maybe can still do this, but I don't even know whether I want to or not from this position. Because it's not necessarily stronger, you know. Having a random relic compared to a prepared plus in this position, and also the fact that if we spend Blessing of the Forge and then upgrade prepared here, for example, then I can probably also make an upgrade here. Unless you tell me that this fight again does not approach in 70%, yeah? And then I cannot fight this because I have no potion, even if I have the HP. I hope that's not true. But this is a pretty unreasonable draw, I'm telling you. Because the good draw here will take 0, but usually the draw that I would have is taking 4. You just need to draw 1 strike and then play 2 defense. We even have a freaking adrenaline, so it's not unusual that I take 1 damage only. Instead we are facing 11. Burning Elite, yeah, thinking about that too. The thing about Burning Elite is that you lose a fire though, and this deck really likes upgrades. After you upgrade prepare, you just want to upgrade your Eviscerate too, yeah. And the Burning Elite does not have actually any payoff. Next one, except for the fact that, you know, you're sad and poor. And unavoided. So do I potion for 9 or no? The 9 is a lot of HP. Ah, sure, potion for 9, yeah. Oh, thank you. Did not even draw the thing, but it's fine. No, seriously though, pattern recognition, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, pattern recognition. Look at this, 4 fights, no potion, 80%. Freaking amazing. Dagger throw, sure. With the dagger throw, do I still upgrade prepare? Do I upgrade Eviscerate? No. Probably still upgrade prepare. It's kind of like the Eviscerate upgrade anyway. Am I sure? Yeah, am I sure? I mean, this is why you need the info mod, you know, it actually tells you the correct information instead of just saying like 4 fights in a row, no potion every single run. And then getting confused. That's fine, I can throw. Can we do this elite clean from 49 HP no pot? Because for some reason my upgrade pot's not here anymore, and this fight did not drop anything. Regardless, we go here, upgrade prepare and then re-evaluate here. Honestly, the elite Act 1 with this kind of start is not even super unreasonable, it's just annoying. And you do 4 fights no potion, you also like draw the worst draw of all time here and then having to spend the pot or one. The annoying thing with dodging this elite is that like from here we just collect potion and we never get a chance to use our pause because guess what, you're no more elites. So I sure hope that we see, I don't even know what I want to see here, but I want to see something that make me able to fight this. Regardless, we start here, we go here and upgrade the prepare, yeah. Oh. You have 5 gold, or very nice, thanks. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We do get a shop. We do get at least a pot if you want the pot, because right here there are other things you can do. You can take there probably mean this shop is not happening, yeah. But what is the scariest elite, by the way? With this deck, honestly, Norman and Lagavulin and kind of close to each other, so I do see that this poison pot is very strong. Second invis? We are removed, no? What about removing? And then you can just take a sticky strike for free if you want more damage later or something. Or what about this PK on sale? Do I take some of the private stuff in 28 months? Fish a lot. But I think regardless of what happens, I'm buying this power pot. Not power pot, the poison pot. I'll just do that. Yeah, totally disrespecting sentries, but hopefully it's fine. The other choice is at 1, 2, 3. All of them are okay. Remove into the Guardian. Honestly, with this deck, probably want to remove Strike. But removing Strike is also a little bit weird. The PK is also a little bit weird, and the second wave is also a little bit weird though. No matter what, it's the Guardian fight is going to be a little bit weird if we enter with low HP. If we enter with high HP, we should be fine. You want to sell Infinite? If you're Infinite, why do you or not do you care about second Viscerate? They are the same card. This thing does nothing and this thing does nothing later on. Also, we are not even close to Infinite yet, yeah? I'm just saying that if we can force the issue, we force the issue and the deck is like looking reasonable, but first of all, there's no freaking reflex, and secondly, I don't even have anything that tells me I'm going to be fine Act 2 yet. And for now, like, if you want this, like, is this giving you more damage than this? That's the question. If you want to buy this, because why on earth you want to buy this? Yeah, it gives you damage. Does this give you more damage? If it does, then why not this then? And does this give you more damage? Is the last question. 19 cards. Yeah, let's say we buy cards. 19, 3 turns clean shuffle. If I play only one draw card, but I would not because prepare will be played, the ring will be played. So we do shuffle like 2, probably 3. And if I take the PK, then Sentry's fight also got a bit better, yeah. To be fair, the PK and the Eviscerate are very similar in this spot in a sense, because both of them are pretty freaking awful if draw doesn't line up. The potential of the PK right now is stronger. But that doesn't mean anything, because if we completely break, the worst case for the PK is worse, yeah? Both of them can break. The absolute worst case of the PK is worse, but the best case of the PK is better. Honestly, I just want to remove, to be honest. Like, I'm telling you what I really want. I just want to remove. It's so freaking stupid. Removing here is like the dumbest thing I have ever seen. But I just want to do it. Is Guardian okay if I remove Defend? After buying Poison Pot, honestly, I should just remove Strike, right? If anything. Because we only fight one Elite, and we also have to fight one Guardian, yeah? And the Guardian is maybe more demanding on the Elite if you remove the Defend, you know? The Elite with the potion you can get through. Probably. Yeah, sure. If I die, I die, you know? I just want to remove. We still fight this, though, after buying the pot. Point chance does freaking 80%. You know, here's a knock, 90 HP. Eviscerate. It's fine, huh, for now. Yeah, absolutely Poison Pot. Because at least we can spend the Adrenaline energy on no damage. And then the Poison Pot also comes down. Prepare Eviscerate, by the way. It probably is still dead. If it's not dead, I'm sad. I mean, that's sad. I can break here and then get on, but usually I hit. Yeah. Okay, so Knob dies in 3 because of Poison Pot, yeah? And then suddenly I have to try remove. And a Fairy. And a Skip. On chase now at 70%. That was fine. Is it in 15 seconds? Yeah, kind of. I wanted to destroy, I only want to remove. Yeah, that was what really happened. I wanted to draw, I just want to remove. At least prepare this red line up next turn. We do have the Art of War for next turn, so we do have the power next turn, so I don't care about keeping Art of War, yeah? If this red is also one cost. Then we can kill. Wow, thank you. Which ends out 60. Wait, what? Are we doing this again or what? This time we have no wallet plans, I'm just saying. Yeah, this time we have no wallet plans. So we have 18 cards. 18, draw 12, draw 2, draw 2, draw 1. It's not quite enough. Echo backflip. It's also not really needed. Because we already have the Eviscerate. Yeah, last time in this position we don't have the Eviscerate. And we have a wallet plans. So that was a lot better for this grand finale. I don't really expect this finale to do much, you know, in this position. Because we even already have the smoke bomb to get the hell out of like some garbage in Act 2 if something nasty happens. Yeah, I'm saying that the smoke bomb's gone next floor. Yeah, I don't really expect this grand finale to really do much of anything. In fact, it makes my Eviscerate lands even less often. So we just skip, yeah. With 1 more damage again, I just pick the Sneaky Strike instead. It's a common. And maybe the second Eviscerate shows up for free. It's really nah, this doesn't matter for this. This really doesn't matter too much for this. If you can play this card, then it's just broken, right? It's clear. But right now, I don't think we can play it that often, yeah? And it also stops my actual damage in the deck, which is this card. But it's just not. No? Oh, it finally freaking lands for the first time. I don't even know whether I need to discard this or not, but I don't want to calculate, so I will just do that. It looks totally fine to me. Why did I do that, by the way? Hitting here. It doesn't matter. Yeah, because it's on 4. Energy on turn 1 doesn't actually matter too much, yeah? Because we do have a backstab as well, and turn 1 is more likely to draw adrenaline. At the same time, with not energy on turn 1, then when? The energy on turn 2 we draw only 5, and turn 1 at least we still have 6. Yeah, I guess 5 and 2 is still better. Apparently I have no potion slot now. Cool. Backflip can be taken. Not quite as good as Acro, but sure, it's something. 1 chance 50. Upgrade Eviscerate. Of course, never going to shop. Remove cost 100, yeah? And there's nothing else you buy here. Oh yeah, with the backflip now, energy on turn 1 also is quite good. On 2 again. If anything slides, but I don't think so. Is this deck fine against Guardian, by the way? Just checking. If it's not fine, then the slides also doesn't do it though, because they'll plan to split in the future cycle simply just to discount the Eviscerate somehow, yeah? Either through the prepare or maybe we can play some Dagger Survivor Eviscerate third. Flying the energy can be used, but at the same time it gets in the way. I don't think I want it. Let's skip. Rich, yeah, okay, not really. Adrenaline upgrade eventually becomes very strong. Eventually, right now it doesn't do much. Especially when we already have the flower, yeah? And the Eviscerate on a good hand is going to be cheap. On the Adrenaline turn, if we draw into Eviscerate, usually also it gets discounted. So energy doesn't really get like huge payoff. Yeah, Neutralize Upgrade is I'm thinking Neutralize Upgrade as well, because it probably plays slightly better into early Act 2 with this crap is. Because sometimes we have an explosive turn 1 and the enemy can like kind of die, yeah? Other times we don't have any. Other times the Eviscerate miss and Adrenaline miss and we have nothing, and then the Neutralize can block for the you know, for bluff for a few turns and we can redraw into a Eviscerate and try again. Into the Guardian also, like not the worst upgrade I have ever seen. So it's probably okay to do Adrenaline upgrade. To do Neutralize upgrade. +1 damage also, yeah, +1 damage, not nothing. I mean, maybe it's better than this because this doesn't really increase damage output if the thing is already cheap. But this is actually +1 every time we play it. Only 1 damage. Wow, 1 damage. No, but really though. If it's a red split here, we draw. Save the Adrenaline, yeah, no need to play it here. If I take some damage this turn, yeah, sure. Don't really mind too much. We also have Other War, so backflip Other War, Neutralize Plus can maybe do something. If I do not play Adrenaline here, we take 3 damage, but Weaken comes next turn, and next turn I also have the Eviscerate prepared thing. I shuffle out the Eviscerate though, but it's cheap, and my deck is not very big, so maybe we can cycle back into it. And the backflip can be played. It's not that bad. Adrenaline now and then missing this prepare Eviscerate thing for the next speed would be absolutely awful. So I think we just do this, huh? And this way you also get your Adrenaline, your Neutralize upgrade value. Shuffle out all the block because you need to freaking split it. That's probably true. Okay, Adrenaline being safe, and yeah, and then now we get the discount and we're chilling. We can split it immediately here, and then the block is not wasted, so Weaken 3. So let's just split immediately, right? 27, 39, 42. And now we get Weaken on both of the turns because Neutralize speed. Drawing also another block here is not the best thing I've ever seen, no? Next turn we already have the flower, and I'm just blocking, so I can play Strike. Break Out of War. This turn we can take 2 here, and then next turn we have 4 energy, and then take 7, yeah. Because the next split is 60, whatever, it's pretty difficult to do. Shuffling out the Neutralize means we don't have the Neutralize, we don't have weakness for the 36 though. So I can also take 0, I can also take 1 damage, for example, I do like backflip and then like play the Neutralize, defend, and keep it weakened. I mean, regardless, you can only play the Eviscerate 1 time anyway, yeah? And then this way I have Dagger Throw Eviscerate next turn, so it's 36, 40 damage already. And then we need to deal 29 damage over 2 turns, which is impossible. Yeah, that's actually impossible this deck because Adrenaline is gone now. Which means, you know, 36 damage comes and then I need to actually block. And I'm taking 2 this turn, I'm taking 7 next turn usually. Actually, is 29 damage really impossible? How big is the deck by the way? 15. 15 here we draw 2. Yeah, we only have 12, yeah? So 12 here we draw 2, we have 10, and then we have 9. And then we do draw +1 card with the backflip, it can be +3, with the prepare can be +5. So maybe we can actually deal the damage. Okay, fine, double defend, then keep out of war. We have Ghost in worst case. I sure hope that the Ghost is not going to happen, yeah? I sure hope the Ghost is not going to happen. Attack 7 and then just deal the strike. And then just play... I mean, this needs to be played, it costs 2. But now is the real question whether I even block this 5 or not. Right now I need to do 29 over 2 turns. We have 18 here and then 2 energy. Actually, 3 energy with flower also comes on the split turn, and we have like backflip here, prepare here. So again, we did say it. We see like 1 card here and then here +4, so we see 5 cards, and we need to draw 12 damage and 5 cards if I play this defense. Otherwise, we need to draw only 6, and we always split. But then take 5 more. I don't want to take 5. Okay, did not really think about this super clearly because if I draw both the prepare and the backflip this turn, then I cannot play all the 3 strikes basically, which means we just don't split next turn. I mean, this is a terrible draw though, so I should probably black flip anyway. Maybe you can redraw into Eviscerate and split. Yeah, we do. Okay, we're chilling. I play the strike over the neutralize for 2 damage, so I lost 2 damage there. At the same time, it's totally okay. P-box actually the thing here. I mean, okay, probably is the thing. I'm thinking, how is the empty cage versus the something like P-box in this position? When our deck is already like this, like how is cage? Because the cage also improves our output by quite a bit. Box is probably still just better though, because you see like the cow gamble, you see the exhaust, you see the reflex, you see like whatever, you know, all the things. Next one only kind of full block. Okay, we just full block then. Out of war again. Yeah, back flip to out of war and then eviscerate? No. Wow, thank you. We know the eviscerate is happening next turn now, even if we had to spend all energy on that. So this deals 15 and the other thing deals 27. It's on 2 HP and then sometimes we get split in the face, but we usually kill him and then flowers on 2 is perfect. Oh, I can just take 2 damage. Is this 2 real or not? I'm missing 40? Yeah, no. Wow. I would talk. Yeah, this is not real. I'm missing 40, it goes to 42. Yeah, it's not even minus 1 HP. Let's just do this instead. This is putting flower on 1 instead of on 2, yeah, but I don't really care. I don't want to risk losing the ghost or something like that. Yeah, Alchemy is complete hot garbage. On the other hand, he has a very, very sexy card. The 1000 cards is something as well in case you say that we are dying to, you know, and in case you say that our damage output in the deck is simply not enough, you need the 1000 cards. Yeah, we take the sexy card, no? This is slightly worse than the other boss relics we could have seen. Yeah, I would say that. This is probably slightly worse than the other boss relics you could have seen in this position. Second back is completely awful with the potions that we don't want to use ever. The bell is +1 curse for this deck, which makes the eviscerate lands less often, but we do have 2 adrenalines to draw through. The fusion hammer downside is probably bigger than the curse from the bell when this one goes long, yeah? Because like everything that kind of wins a run from here for us needs to be green. Like even the Echo, you know, Echo I want to upgrade, the Prepare definitely want to upgrade, the Cow Gamble wants to upgrade, other players or whatever want to upgrade. Everything wants to be green, like Tactician wants to be green. And now we don't need the energy at the moment too much, because Eviscerate when it lands is cheap, and then we have the Art of War a little bit, we have the Happy Flower, we have freaking 2 adrenalines here. Yeah, where is Sozu, to be honest? Like Reaper, Sozu, Philostone, whatever, you know. Not this. This is not the worst energy, but it's pretty bad. How bad is a curse? Second back, no, yeah, second back with these 2 potions are good, to be honest. Like, but it's good once we make it to the end game. Like, let's say you can just get through Act 2 and then Act 3 and then you skip into Act 4 or something, you know, your deck has enough output. Yeah, second back with this potion bell is winning the run. The problem is that inside Act 2 there's going to be a little bit of problem. Maybe you just skip your boss relic here. What happens boss reverse with Joker's Neko Crown? I skip. No, I would actually skip. I do not take Crown here in this spot and do not need energy. Joker is worse than skips, Neko is worse than skip, Crown is worse than skip. So if I see that screen, I would skip. In fact, here I don't even know 3 relics is whether 3 relics is better than having one curse or not, you know, for this position. It's probably still fine. The bell and I think shut up bandages or whatever, I mean, you know, maybe. Usually it gives me like some crap though, because we only have 2 relics and they're both common, so average quality of the bell is pretty low. Not sure. Wow. Well, that's the best bell I have ever seen. Thank you. No expected, right? I already say that this bell is probably going to be bad. And I mean, you see it, right? It's not very good. Expected, really. So our damage has gone down, yeah? Our damage has dropped. Which, by the way, is pretty bad. That doesn't really mean anything, though. I go to 3 hallway fights. We need to see the cuts. We need to actually see cuts with this run. So we do worst? Yeah, worst your... Okay, I shouldn't finish the sentence, but yes, that was totally worth. And we need to... We actually need to see cards with this deck, so let's just do 3 fights. Especially when I already picked this over hammer, yeah? Because, you know, the entire point of picking this over hammer is that we need to see the cards and we need to upgrade them. So let's just go over and see the cards. Advance always is okay. I mean, I hope it's okay. Drawing 2 adrenaline on turn 1 and no eviscerate would be like the worst thing I have ever seen. Okay, it is the worst thing I have ever seen. We do have flower next turn, though, so it's not that bad. But shuffling out the eviscerate, should I even play dagger throw? I should. And then I get owned this turn. 26 we cannot do. Oh, that was amazing. You'll have to play this, I think. We need to draw through like all this garbage. And you can see like the curse in this deck is so freaking bad. That's fine. This is a terrible position, yeah, I'm just saying. It was actually kind of okay before, but now it's terrible. If I know this is a way boss relic, I would absolutely take the second eviscerate for Mach 1. I would absolutely take the second eviscerate, and now hopefully we can see like some sneaky strike, something to improve our damage output, because our damage output right now is absolutely horrendous. Whenever the adrenaline turn doesn't kill the enemy. Now here's a Tactician. If I have an Acro, it would be nice. We still take it though, unless you tell me it's the Predator. But I take the Tactician. Yeah. Can we even down the birds? I hope we can. Okay. Apparently just never lands then. I mean, still fine for now, but we'll stop being fine soon, yeah? Yeah, it will actually stop being fine soon. If my thing just never lands. I can backflip into dagger throw into Tactician with guarantee success, so let's just do that. Yeah, of course it's the absolute bottom card, but it's fine. And it's downs, and then we can weaken here. That is wrong, by the way. I should have downed this and weakened here, but this guy never swoop. Yeah, but this guy can. Yeah, you can hear, you can see the punish. Which good thing is not too bad to punish. Oh, now it's bad though, because I cannot doubt this anymore. But they don't have any strength, so it's probably fine. I take out a war though. Next one we already have this. Slightly confusing, but I guess with the backflip plus I should weaken here still. But no reason to actually put more damage here, yeah? So we put 2 strike on this. Yeah, so that we can actually kill it when it's flying. And this one we can down this, and then the fight's over. Oh, you know, could be worse. This fight is actually on the better fights we could have seen. Sure. Round 2. The terror card. You can also take the heal hook. Because generally I'm telling you, this is not even so bad. Upgraded, neutralize plus. And we are fighting what? A collector, right? Yeah. I mean, terror against collector also great, yeah, but this self-cycle immediately in turn 1. Yeah, I'll probably just take a terror anyway. We do go to the shop. At worst, we can remove a card. Doesn't count this. Okay, at least we have a terror. This fight is bad, by the way. We maybe say bye-bye to our Ghost in the Jar like soon. You get these relics anyway? You have no idea what you're talking about, so please let's stop. That is the least of my concern this run, you know, whether I get trash relic later or not. I just care about right now. And this relic right now makes me weaker. How do I not lose 2 potions and then still die? That's a genuine question. Or like, where do I terror? Are you better Ghost to Preserve? Yeah, I don't freaking know, but I'm actually scared I lose 2 potions here and then still die. Yeah? It is probably our worst fight, and our turn 1 doesn't hit either, so then Adrenaline puts the daisies in. So that the boss relic bricks, and then we draw the... First of all, I draw badly in the very first fight. And then we see that the absolute worst advance forward into a bad turn 1 draw. Oh, that's freaking amazing. And it could be worse, we could have bottom deck the terror. I have a feeling that I should actually terror the Chosen, yeah, even though I'm not hitting the Chosen right now. I should terror the Chosen and hit the Cultist. It is a doom, okay, like, please go away. I'm not in the mood to deal with you right now. Oh yeah, it's probably terror Chosen and hit the Countess. I is hoping that we draw Eviscerate somewhat early though, because otherwise I also get owned, you know, the Countess needs to die. But I do see that if I do not use this terror damage on the Chosen, this fight never freaking ends. So we play 33 damage in the future here. But then we hit the Countess regardless. This is really bad. To not waste damage, I should actually take a throw here, but then I can start with backflip. Okay, okay. If I know the Eviscerate is in my hand, then can safely take a throw here. Yeah. And we play like this here, and then 2 strike here. Neutralize here. Yeah, I get on this turn. Okay, not too bad. I did not draw the prepare though. So blocking 4 for 1 day, it is terrored. Oh yeah, neutralize plus going in, yeah, a little bit. Because then it makes the prepare actually kind of land, and if I keep drawing daisies, then like when does this fight end really? Just take this 4. Okay, yeah, because we do not have the days, and maybe this turn can do something. Okay. Could be way worse. Well, I guess this fight has gone extremely well. Because first of all, the Chosen gave us a tame attack pattern. Actually, the best attack pattern, I'm telling you. Because if it weakens me on turn 2, it was even scarier. Even though vulnerable makes me take damage on turn 3, it did not follow with the big hit. And it only does a small hit, so it did not even take so much damage. And I'm not weakened, so I can actually kill it. And we also did not miss Eviscerate in both cycles with the days. So that was At least good. Here, of course, I'm on off. Yeah, I know, but it's fine. It's fine. We can get old next turn with this. Is exactly bottom deck though. So, there's nothing you can do about that. But I'm not going to take it. Okay. Yeah, it could have been way worse. The second Eviscerate is here, and I did say that yes, now that I have seen like whatever crap this is, I would like this in my deck. But yeah, sure. Like, what is this? So we just give up on the idea of going like true infinite or whatever, yeah? And we deal damage instead with this engine. And we have a terror now, so it's not that bad. Still got shop, because elite is not very nice, and then remove is good, and maybe, you know, only good relics there to buy. Yeah, that we cannot afford because we are poor and sad. No, of course with Terror Chosen, I think Terror Chosen is like super obvious. It's just the question. The only question is whether you actually hit the Chosen or not after using Terror on the Chosen. That's the only question. Wow, thank you. That doesn't do anything though, so I'm not actually upset. I missed the thing. So here, yeah, we get our cow gamble because isn't that our entire idea of not picking the fusion hammer and risking, you know, dying immediately, because then I have the things I can upgrade, like right here, upgrade. Yeah, this shovel will not work. I'm going to tell you in this run. This shovel will probably not going to do much of anything. Because at least we want the cow gamble upgrade, and if we see a reflex, we upgrade that. If we see the acro, we upgrade that. If we see a weather planes, we probably also upgrade that. And maybe we upgrade the tactician as well when, you know, maybe the acro comes and you take the acro, you upgrade tactician acro. Yeah, only bad characters need to deck though, like the defect. The defect already duck every single fire, and we're still fighting no elites. Maybe we are fighting no elites also, but we're not digging. Yeah, definitely remove, right? And this remove right now probably goes on defense. Yeah, backflip green, defense plus, 3 base energy, terror. Boss try buy straight right now would be like very annoying because I would like to just remove cards. Apparition, how's Apparition? Apparition is actually not so bad. And if Apparition, I want to remove defense. Yeah, sure. You can also buy the backflip here, but I don't think so, right? Acro the common is much better than the backflip. Even though the backflip right now is not actually bad at all. The backflip also is just common, but you can see it later, and we need a lot of gold to remove this in this run. Like we remove every single shop basically. Yeah, remove defense. And leave, yeah. Your card move prepare. Mirror prepare is actually a reasonable, really a reasonable thought. It's not bad at all. Especially with 2 Eviscerate mirroring this is very strong. I don't think you ever spend mirror on this because it's not green. But you can mirror this, and it's a strong play. Yeah, not really though. Not really though, because we did say, right, Curse is freaking terrible in this deck. We are also going to play a lot of cards, right? Even though most of the time you can just discard this pen. But with double Eviscerate now, I don't even think it improves the output so much, and this 6 marks, nobody cares. That said though, this menu upgrade goes on card gamble for sure, yeah? But then we don't really need to spend... Right now, the next menu upgrade is not so strong yet. It's a Tactician upgrade right now doesn't do much. Terror upgrade doesn't matter. Eviscerate upgrade plus 6, but with 2 Eviscerate it also doesn't... It's not super impactful. Which means we can dig. Yes, we can dig. Yeah, I literally just say this shovel will probably not do anything and then I dig. Yeah, I would like the top, yes. Token would be better. Okay, manually upgrade this. And then we go here and dig, no? Unless you tell me we rest instead, but I think we dig, and if we need to rest, we rest here. We are probably going here, by the way. Just saying. At least go on this part, and maybe we don't fight this, but going left here and fighting 2 elites, I'm not too interested. We just go ahead and remove another card. Yeah, let's dig. Token, of course, if we have Token, we took every single fire. Token is super strong here, but we don't have the peace pipe. We can dig up a peace pipe and then talk. And yeah, only good relics left. Yeah, look at this garbage. Like, all the broken relics are in the pool. Right here. See, broken. But to be fair, it is 15 here. 50 gold. Richard Dagger, I'm not interested at all. The 6 HP is actually important. Dagger is also not going to be green. We already have 2 Eviscerate for burst in the future. Like, Spear and Shield, even if you play 2 Eviscerate, like, how bad is it? Just take the gold, yeah. And let's say we need a lot of gold in this run to remove, so... And we are not going to fight elite, so like... Let's get the gold whenever we can. I think, yeah, whenever you enter a shop, 15 HP. Shop is right here. Is Cạo Gamble whole hand or what? Any block? Kind of don't want to discard this, but probably good. That's pretty sad. Then we still take damage with that. Yeah, it's only -6. Could be worse. It could be a lot better, but it could be worse. But yeah, with 2 Eviscerate, at least we will land one of them in per deck cycle, I think. It's pretty freaking rare that with this deck you just miss both Eviscerate, yeah. Next turn 13, we're not frail, so it's just fine to leave it as is. It's healing, this damage doesn't even do anything, but we can full block her this turn regardless, so it's fine. Yeah, nice Scout Gamble upgrade by the way. Best possible card to see here, either Acro Plus or Reflex Plus, like one of the two. So that would be nice if it shows up. Yeah, floor 1. Yeah, that's not one of those. Sweep Pot is actually quite strong, but not over these pots, right? Sweep Pot is like so much damage though. It is actually an insane amount of damage for one burst turn. I'm just worried that if we toss away these potions, we just like die. At the same time, like how am I dying to the fight? Like I just cannot. My big turn is not big enough. I don't deal enough damage, and then I'm dead, right? So yeah, like what about just sweep pot over the fairy, because if we are facing lethal damage, you can steal ghosts. And then this deck, if it doesn't, you know, if it actually just progress normally by the time we reach Act 4, we should be absolutely broken. We don't need the fairy. What's the worst elite to see here? Slavers, the goon? No, Slavers maybe one good turn we actually can just finish the fight immediately. Kind of like you terror one of them with Eviscerate, you kill one, and the other one is like half dead. In fact, you can even kill the Taskmaster on turn 1, yeah? Leader is pretty bad potentially. A leader with bad pattern should be maybe the worst. Because the deck doesn't have any AoE in it, and it's just slow to kill the leader in the sense. I only watch my boss on 2x speed. Fighting the Burning Elite is actually very good if we can do it, that's the thing. Because immediately here there's a heal. And free pathing in Act 3 with this is with this type of run is actually very, very appreciated. It's just that you know, sometimes we die. But yeah, I do think the sweep pot should be better than fairy, even though we are 19. Hopefully this is not like when I lose the run. It still go this way though. Especially with Multi-Kit, if I don't fight this, it still go this way. Ooh, it's +7. Okay, with +7 we are safe now, right? Invincible. In fact, no upgrades, so matter still, so we can keep digging. Our relic buy is getting longer, and only good relics left. Yeah, only good relics left, yeah. You can rest. Digging. That's pretty decent. 26 with draw pot and freaking Sentinel puzzles. We have a big turn 1 and then we have a big turn 2. How often do I die on 26, by the way, with the ghost? Surely I don't die, right? I didn't just say this fight is probably pretty bad. If she buffs on turn 1 also. And we break. That is what the draw pot is for, yeah? We can draw pot so the energy doesn't go to waste. And also we can, you know, actually play our freaking cards. 7 plus 4 is clean. We do not have weaken on her, but it's fine. Because if she attacks next turn, that's not even the bad case. We still clean the minions here. Yeah, draw pot immediately. Or you can just not, because next turn you know that you have to prepare to double eviscerate probably, and also the survivor. So you just take puzzle this turn. So you can simply just take puzzle this turn also. And then you go next turn is you have this pot. Yeah, probably. Because if you draw a pot right now and then you draw into something, for example, like prepare, yeah? But then prepare miss and your turn ends. That is actually the worst case. Because right now most of your eviscerate will be expensive and then you're set and dead. So yeah, I think we just take puzzle here. The line to take puzzle though is probably hitting here once, right? You can also even hit here twice. She blocks for 10, so it has 31, 31, 36 HP. 36 HP, next time we can spend 1 eviscerate on it, the eviscerate minor, so we do 15. So I do see we can do backstab strike here. Oh, then I don't want to neutralize here though. Maybe just neutralize her, put the strike here, kill, and then backstab here and play the defense and take 2. I don't want deck 5. Yeah, that's probably right. You can also just ignore this and take 5, but I don't want deck 5, guys. This is not. Yeah, use the puzzle. He attacks, which is actually the good case. Because this turn we probably can just block her nicely. And the next turn we know that she doesn't attack, there's no new gremlins in the field. And we deal a lot of damage this turn because of the puzzle turn. You can see, right? Because we set this up last turn, yeah? Shuffle in 2 eviscerates also. And we can even head backflip to full block. You can make these eviscerate cost 0 right now, but I don't even know what that actually does. Because it's shuffle in the curses too. And we have 6 energy. We just hit here. Unfortunately, Terror is bottom deck, so we lose a bit of damage here, but yeah, still fine. Now with Terror, you can continue the turn even by doing the cow gamble here. And yeah, with more eviscerates. So it's not even so bad. This repair should land this eviscerate, but then both of them would be shuffled out. She is, however, Terror, and next turn she never attacks, so I think I'm allowed to block. Yeah, this is fine. Shuffle in, neutralize, yes or no? No, because weaken next turn really doesn't matter and we want to kill her over 2 turns. If I don't know about 3 yet, but it's not bad. If we do nothing this turn and the thing shields the leader, is she dead next turn still? If I bottom deck exactly dagger throw though, I'm really sad. Maybe don't do that. Yeah, because now it's guaranteed, yeah? Ah, free fight. Yeah, no, seriously, you're actually free. Because you can see why I say draw pot so strong, right? You have 1 turn of draw plus 3 and you see what happens, yeah, they die. Just because they have 1 turn of plus 3 draw with the central puzzle, they die instantly. Crazy betting with the sub and 41 bucks special on. Die if anything, we already got past Act 2 though, in a sense. Even though this exhausts and even though we are fighting Collector, I don't want to, yeah? Especially with 2 eviscerates in my deck, so we just skip. And we go to shop and remove every single shop. Unless there's something like much better here, but I don't even know what that would be, like Orrery or something. Damn. Ah, my face is being tested. Because this funds the next removes. Prior thing will proms up and 15 month facial load. It doesn't do anything right now, but it funds the next removes. How much does it do anyway, by the way? Oh, your Darkstone period, 1000 gold, 2000 gold even, and then we giga rich and big. And happy. Wow, amazing. Otherwise, we can remove 250 and 2x. We can do that. So right now we have 3 removes, and 3 shop. We just spend go and remove and nothing else. Remove here, remove next shop, remove the shop after. Otherwise, you buy this membership card and you gain say 90 gold here and another like maybe 200 into Act 3. So 290 gold. It is slightly positive. However, you don't visit as many shops, so maybe you get -1 remove in total, but you gain +1 relic. You lose 1 remove, but you get +1 relic of your choice later. Pentagram? No. Pentagram is... I'm not worried about collector. I'm worried about the future of this run after collector though, but the collector itself is probably not a problem. Also, you can see smiling mask, and this relic is worthless. Because right now it's already not doing much. Yeah? The payoff will come, honestly, in Act 4 shop. It's not even coming earlier. It's freaking late. Unless we see extra gold from somewhere else, you know, like some old coin or whatever. I think I'm just removing. It's try to defend better. They are both trash, but it's a bad draw not drawing any block, with a bad draw not doing any attack on the big turn. Because we do have sustain Pentagraph a little bit and sustain Meal Ticket also, you know. Yeah, probably defense still worse, right? Next remove can be strike, but this remove is probably defense. Yeah, sure. Move on. Wait, what? 200 gold. For my membership card right here. Wow, thank you. Well, that is extremely terrible. We do get the period value, but that is awful. In this run, getting a curse is so freaking bad. It's so insanely bad. I don't even want to tell you how bad it is. Yeah, by the way, also both of you missed this fight. And this is one of the fights where, you know, you cannot really stay around forever. So that's also like awful. Have to play this, but then maybe this we count gamble after. Oh, I should have tarot it here. That's fine. We can just like do this then. Do you even count gamble? If we don't count gamble, we never draw back into the thing. Yeah, should probably count gamble. Yeah, and then at least 2 strike kills here. Same day, well, I think this is a little bit worse on defense because it also wastes my puzzle if I don't block. So anytime I draw into this, I need to either discard it or play a block, which is not exactly very pleasant. Yeah, this red means again one. Now at least we have the puzzle, and maybe with the puzzle we can do something next turn. This with this is kill, yeah? So we neutralize here. I mean, when our deck actually function is pretty good, yeah, but in order for the deck to function, we need to not draw, like, you know, like whatever this crap is. Yeah, flower not set up, I don't care. Take it try, but I don't need. By the way, no echo this run. Yeah, echo would be instantly picked, even on floor. Honestly, even on floor 1 with this run, really. Yeah, sticky strike is not good enough. We are lacking draw and not energy. And we already have 2 eviscerate. Would be 0 cost on a good turn regardless. Yeah, this is all garbage. So dig again or what? Because again there's still no upgrade because I haven't seen Acro Reflex, and right now Tactician doesn't get payoff. Wow, thank you. Well, that does nothing. This relic bar is freaking worthless, you know. The red bar is actually kind of worthless. This relic is good. And what the hell are these? I mean, I guess this is fine, but yeah, just HP. Do I even want to hit her? Like, exhaust the backstab and weaken her, but I lose the thing. I do, however, have 2 adrenalines and attention. Yeah, probably should hit. By the way, with the curse, maybe this fight is not okay now, because you can see like what happens in a turn like this. Yeah, suddenly like my turn goes from, you know, going crazy, because maybe this draw is any of these, you know, like this is going crazy, this is going crazy, these are going crazy. Instead, my turn is this. This draw boss is so freaking strong, and we have 65 HP. It's just that passing a turn is not very pleasant, you know? And even with the terror, she's still, if per cycle we deal, even if we hit only her, this is dealing 39 and this is dealing 30, so 69 damage per cycle plus maybe dagger throw 80 damage. We need probably 3 deck cycles to kill her when not weakened. So am I allowed to just add this turn here? Because yeah, we can draw for. We have 65 HP, so we have a lot of room for error. Okay, not going to be 65 after this turn. We just play the defense because we are facing 26. So 39 damage immediate, 39 HP immediately. If I draw a pot here and I completely brick, I also have a perfect shuffle next turn, but then I still play prepare, so I shuffle eviscerate anyway. Oh, that is like so cancerous. This freaking question mark decay thing, yeah, in this run. Of all the runs it chooses to give us a curse and question mark is this run. That's crazy. And my relics are trash because he could have also dug up like some broken relics already at this point. Like, you know, the Tingsha top bandages or whatever, and then I don't really care if there's a curse. But the output actually is very dependent on drawing the correct cards at the correct moment for this deck to even freaking function. I mean, at least the Burning Elite was killed. I'm still crying, but at least the Burning Elite is dead. Yeah, maybe draw pot now. Okay. And you see, the one card is actually freaking count game mode, and our turn just goes insane. Instead, our turn is whatever this crap is. I can save the second adrenaline and just play the count game mode now to guarantee this eviscerate costs 0, and I still draw a lot. My hand is big. You want the hand to be bigger, you can play backflip first, but then if you draw into eviscerate, now you're set. Would this deck take Death Branch? From this position, probably no. Probably no. We definitely hit her, yeah, we have no damage in the deck to hit the minions, like every single point of damage goes on her. Oh, thanks DK. Well, that's all my block, which I did not draw. That's fine, we put all the damage on her. And we have 65 HP, yeah, and then we, at least we can spend our energy on damage. This one we have the thing, she's on 181. If I count game mode, he only cuts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I draw exactly this, play the eviscerate first, and then prepare to shuffle. Which does mean that the prepare shuffle out, so my next eviscerate would be not super easy to land, but at the same time, I don't really want to draw this head next turn, you know. Yeah, and then maybe I can land eviscerate immediately even. And I mean, you see, like, we put every single point of damage on her, and it's still not so easy to just kill. Like, we already debuff next turn. The minions also hit like, extremely hard now. But at least the good news is she's like, basically dead. If she's not dead, next turn we are done for, which is why the draw pod was used. I say that we cannot actually skip a turn. And she's exactly so here. So at least this fight was played okay. But I'm annoyed. Yeah, I'm actually very annoyed at the moment. Yeah, because even from 65 HP, you are not safe at all, yeah? When you cannot kill the minions ever. So how is this? The after image blocks a lot. The CE actually gives us some AV in case that we face a fight we cannot deal with otherwise. Like, what is the fight we cannot deal with? Retomancer? We don't need to fight Retomancer. Darklings when you can kill them one by one. And the after image exhausts and the CE doesn't, yeah? After image actually kindly gets out of the way. So in any single target boss fight where the CE doesn't work, it's a complete brick. Because it slows down both may eviscerate as well. You know, the heart. The fight that's the worst fight for this deck. Or the time eater, also like the second worst fight for this deck. In those fights the CE doesn't, it's just getting in the way, yeah, but the after image is very good. Alright, take out the image. Wow, more curses, exactly what I need. We can take the Astrolabe and then transform the decay into something else to get +6. Wow. And really though, it's probably the Astrolabe because I do not want another curse from Curse Key, yeah? We don't need the energy output so much with Tactician already here in our attacks at 0 cost. We have 2 adrenaline, energy here, energy here. I mean, you can see in the Collector fight, we don't even spend our energy. Unless my Eviscerate breaks, in which case I'm set either way, right? I'm like extremely sad even if I have 4 energy, if I'm spending 3 energy on the Eviscerate. It's just terrible. So we live, and live here goes on... I don't even know. With the after image now, maybe it's actually just 2 strike on defense. Yeah, probably 2 strike on defense. I hope we get like some acro or something, you know, from this. This can win the run instantly, yeah, by the way. It can also give us something like absolutely horrendous. We already failed the first 3 randoms. And here's another thing that says 3 random. Actually, this one will not fail, no? Maybe 3 strike even, but... Oh yeah, by the way, if you remove the strike in the shop over the defense, yeah, into the collector, you can see right that we have exactly so. You miss 1 strike on the adrenaline turn 6 energy or something, you are done for. Just saying. I say you cannot transform because of the bell. Yeah, why do I need to defend again? No dexterity, not going to pick footwork. We have the backflip plus, we have after image. Ah, sure. One exhaust, sneaky strike plus actually is pretty good damage. Our maneuver can do something, but probably never. I mean, I shouldn't say never, but I don't think this will be strong. Eh? Even though we are on 3 base energy, because if you can get the draw to use this squid, we are infinite. So I don't think this arm maneuver will do much. Can transform curse? Yes, it transforms into a different curse, but you definitely can transform your curse. There's a 4 elite path in here that does not go through any shop. I would like to shop. And we do the 3 elite path maybe to get gold. And to remove again in the Act 4 shop. We can see Divine Fountain, yes. The deck does have a removable curse, so you can see a Divine Fountain right here. I'll start here 1-2 and then go shop, remove freaking decay and then reevaluate what's happening, yeah. We can have the 3 elite into whatever, like 2-5 path. Yeah, nice outmaneuver. Taking 1 billion damage because I brick turn 1. Ow. Well, hit me a ticket though, so it's not too bad yet. It will be bad at some point. Outmaneuver plays because maybe we don't even draw this right now, and Eviscerate can be played. I see. I hope we actually just kill this turn, and we do. No reason to store one turn when it's not even guaranteed lethal, yeah? So we just kill now. And go, Reflex. Yeah, Reflex is excellent. That is our upgrade, so the deck is going to be not happening for a bit. And after you upgrade this, you can upgrade this as well. Oh, that is definitely not going to be taken. Go here and remove the Garbage Curse. The Abacus, yeah, I don't need. Oh, you have after image and the backflip is green. And if you really cannot build up block against the hard from just playing the deck, you can just play Outmaneuver and go exponential instead. Oh yeah, goodbye. 150. It's expensive as hell, but you know, goodbye. Oh man, that's so annoying. Transformer card, yeah, more transform. Well, that will definitely give us some exhaust or some draw, right? Transform strike now, probably. After this, giving like no block. And we do have a reflex in the deck now, so our strong turns can become extremely powerful even when the fight lasts a little bit. Which means in early turn you just want to draw block, will not take too much damage, yeah? That's one strike. God, that could do something potentially. It is AoE though, so if we run into some garbage Retromancer, maybe it can do something. You can also discard the reflex. You can also discount the Eviscerate, you can also make Sneaky Strike, like 0 cost. I mean, it's better than Strike. Don't know whether that's a high bar or not, but it is better than Strike. Probably. By the way, we are taking like a little bit on this turn. Not that bad. It's 1 damage. It's actually 1 damage perfect. And then we have the Outmaneuver for next turn if we want to. And we can draw a lot next turn. Sometimes Eviscerate also miss. On the other hand, you can play the Caltrops and exhaust the Caltrops. Next time we only have 4 energy though. 5 energy, 6 energy. You can make it 9 energy. How bad is that? Yeah, like if you draw both your Eviscerate before the card gamble, then you know 9 energy is playing. $39 exactly it. We shuffle in most of the thing and we have all the energy we need, so actually I do play the all attack this turn probably. Yeah, that's a lie. And I mean, you can see what the reflex upgrade or whatever, or 1 Acro would do for this deck, right? We effectively would just be infinite, but even right now we're not even in a weak position. Yeah, it's just annoying that I just get a curse for no freaking reason. That is just annoying. Let's die to Caltrops. And we kill this turn. Okay, yeah, it could have cooked from last act as well, but for some unknown reason we have like an unwanted card. But it's okay. Let's give an Acro and O is forgiven. Yeah, Acro is common, I'm just saying. These are of course not. Upward Reflex. And also the 2 Adrenalines being picked from Act 1 and rare card rewards, basically rewarding us, yeah, for playing. I mean, not reward, it's basically it's a cohesive plan. Like this deck was built specifically to do something like this, and then the Adrenaline works that better compared to, you know, the Garbage Red form or like the Alchemize or whatever crap it is. You can go left from here. Left is just less gold than right side, no? It's not even true. It's the same if you take 2 fights, but you can take like 1 elite here over the fire if you want. This gives us more card rewards before the fire though, because if I see an Acro or something, I would like to upgrade the Acro, yeah? We need to make what 175 gold, which is always enough, right? Even if I do not fight this elite, we have like 60, 90, no, 115, so we are like slightly short unless the chest has gold. Oh, by the way, membership card has no payoff because you don't go to enough shops to remove. Yeah? So if you only care about removing in the shops, then the membership card gives you one less remove than ignoring it. We need a little bit more gold. I would have enough if I fight the elite, right? It's like 90. 3 elites, 90, 120. Yeah, I have enough gold to remove inactive for shop if I choose to fight this elite over here. But we can decide whether, after seeing whether the chest gives gold or not, and maybe I'll go draw like by this point, and also the quality of our upgrade. I'll go see. Go here first. Transient. Is this fight okay or not? I'm just checking. We have terror. The thing about this deck is that it does not have a relic plans, yeah? And if our turn ends, and the next turn can always be a little bit bad. Because we don't have an explosive turn every single turn. Once in a while we have an inconsistent turn, and inconsistent turn in this fight is not exactly the best idea. I think we should start exhausting cards. Am I playing Outmaneuver or not? What is Outmaneuver doing next turn? Not much. Or just gamble. Oh, drawing both Eviscerate here, no Terror, yeah? Next turn Sneaky Strike misses. If I prepare into the Adrenalines right now, I can have a bad time, no? Okay, I'm having a bad time next turn. we can dig our hole even further by playing the draw this turn as well. Okay, at least that is not awful. Not the worst thing I have ever seen. Not the best thing, though. This hand is not exactly good yet, but at least we have like +2 draw. I can take a puzzle here if I want to, but maybe puzzle next turn. We only have +3 draws here, but it is terror though. I guess I can also backflip and just 50% play terror this turn. If I draw adrenaline right now and then terror this turn also. And then next turn instead of adrenaline, I don't draw the terror, so it's only +1 draw from this, yeah? And then I don't draw these as well. So it's probably actually just good to play this. Okay. Did get a terror, which is the good case. Couch doesn't do anything in this fight, so... And we can only exhaust 2. This fight is actually pretty terrifying, to be honest, for this deck. Because all it takes is 1 brick turn and suddenly our ghost goes bye-bye. I don't even know whether I should have played that. I'll get Moon now for 5. So if this red would land, we take 0, but if I don't count game Moon now, next turn I don't draw backflip repair, I'm sad. I'm not that sad if I play Outmaneuver Strike though. Because if I count game Moon now, my next turn is actually blind, yeah? And I might not even exhaust this if I count game into these 2 together, and suddenly my next turn is really bad. Take 1, I don't know about taking 1, to be honest. Yeah, I mean you can take damage here by just playing... No, this is full block, yeah, so you need to play like this in this. And then you take 2. And next turn you never take damage, but the thing is that puzzle is on-time bailout. So do you really want to spend your one-time bailout here when most of the time you already have a good turn next turn? Like what about when it swings for the 80 and then you need to prepare for the 90 and then you take the puzzle? Maybe you cannot help but take the puzzle later, you know, and the dangerous turns in this fight are not coming quite yet. So no, I think we just play... I don't think I cloud Rainbow here basically. But I also don't take damage. And with the Outmaneuver, even if we brick, we can draw, we can play like 2 Eviscerate, yeah, together like this. And yeah, here we just play the thing. Next time we do have the backflip, and it is weakened at the very least. But usually it's our puzzle turn, yeah, next turn. Because we don't have energy here, only 3 base and 1 energy shot. Oh, easy. This is not so easy though. It's never been played. If I play the Eviscerate now, I don't take puzzle, and then if I don't draw Cow Gamble, I'm in trouble. It is not weakened anymore even, but taking this damage is way too much, yeah? Let's hope for the better one. Oh, it takes one. Oh, never mind. I thought it was not going to... I thought the Eviscerate was full block for sure, but we take one. Okay, now we take the one, yes. Yes, now we take the one. Did I win? I went to red. Yeah, we absolutely take this one, yeah, and then we know for sure that we draw like 8 cards in here and then play neutralize to guarantee it's weakened for the 90 at the very least, and then count gamble after, and with the reflex plus we draw a lot. Do I actually neutralize? I think I do. Outmaneuver can be played later. If it redrawn to outmaneuver right now, I could play it. And I do. Next turn doesn't look amazing, no? So I think we should shuffle. Yeah, we use transform 1/1 on class? Yes. I transformed 1/1 on class for quite a long time, to be honest, because I was saying that transforming 1/1 improves the common card quality a little bit in early floors, yeah? It's like the flex gets better, the P strike gets better, Shrug can still be picked and you're not worse off. And you know, the usual good things are still good. So basically the pressure when you break the transform tool is a lot less. And I just transform 1/1 on class every run. Now nowadays I just do 2 strike though, and then if the transform breaks, they go short. If transform doesn't break, I'm chilling. If transform breaks, they go short, and I'm still chilling because I'm class is I'm class. We definitely should shuffle this turn, yeah? Is Dagger Throw a good draw? Is Dagger Throw a better draw on outmaneuver? I not outmaneuver the backflip. I don't think so, right? Because the outmaneuver is played right now, so the backflip will just perform. Which means I shuffle in the backflip, yeah? I do this. I definitely shuffle out the outmaneuver. I think I shuffle in the Eviscerate. Do I shuffle in the Eviscerate? Because if I just play the prepare now, like, isn't this turn freaking insane? I think the Dagger Throw, not the thing. Unless I draw it immediately into the reflex, and I guess my turn can continue. That's not been so bad. Oh, the backflip. Well, there's something very ugly that can happen next turn. I bottom deck these to 1 of 21. That would be really bad. How bad is it? Because even if I bottom deck exactly these two, yeah, I have 6 energy, so I can play these two. And this deals 39, this deals 30, which is 69 damage. We block 2. 69, so it goes to 21, 21 weakens to 15, and so I take 13. 1 out of 21, I take 13 damage next turn, otherwise we just have a clean fight. I like clean fight. Because drawing in here, suddenly setting up is not so easy anymore for this turn. Yeah, and 1 out of 21 doesn't actually happen that often, you know. So we only take 1 damage here, like, very good. It's like, could have been quite bad. But it was not bad, and now we can preserve the ghost, we have a lot of HP. Also, I see you see our damage output is not even bad, yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, complete garbage. Okay, where's Acro? Checking, where's Acro? Yeah, nowhere to be found, that's where. You can keep digging, or you can recall now in case you want to open like extra upgrades. Or rest even. But you're recalling here and then going this way to get enough gold for removes in case you still don't see an upgrade target, and then maybe you can farm something you want to upgrade here, because right now the upgrade is not so good. Attention upgrade is not so needed. Yeah, Outmaneuver Plus can do roughly the same job, and we don't have the draw payoff to really play with this energy yet. So I think we can recall now. Even though some relics are slightly better if we dig it up right here. Like the Morbang, for example. Or like some question card, Prayer Wheel, even Prayer Wheel even right now is still fine. Yeah? The 2 card rewards when we're just looking for an acro to be really powerful, it's okay. By the way, this deck against Time Eater is not a good time. Even though our damage output is decent, we don't have retain. You can see that if you draw down constantly and the reflex misses of turn actually are very small. Then no strength reset, no retain, and your damage output is not like, amazing. I mean, it's good, but it's not amazing. So Time Eater can definitely be an issue if we see it. Alcoy now, Alcoy you can dig up here, is still fine. If you dig up an Alcoy here, doesn't make a difference, there's no shock. But yeah, recall first. Haven't you seen anywhere? I think I have seen one, but was it even from card reward or was it from the shop? I think there was one whale somewhere. Oh yeah, of course if I elite, yeah. Zuzu bracelet, yeah, thank you. I mean, as if we got to key that. Yo, imagine you dig up a freaking Zuzu bracelet, yeah, nice. And now we key the Zuzu and then we dig up like some insane thing here. I don't even know what, but yeah, it's something insane. Oh, this relic bar is actually so freaking bad, guys. But we are doing okay for now. Are we doing okay? Okay, it did not burn me on turn 1, so it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Embo now, sure. Yeah. Look at this. Bomb. Do I play this or not? I can also take 7. Next turn we need to block 1 turn and the turn afterwards we kill. I don't want to take 7. And this can also like deal a little bit extra damage. Exhaust the center space, yeah, perfect. Traveling out the prepare slightly sad, but it's okay. Yeah, now it burns, we never draw these burns, yeah. As long as I kill next turn. Next time we don't have the energy and I need to probably play backflip sometimes and the picture is not reliable, outmaneuver doesn't work. Which probably tells me I do nothing this turn instead of even playing the neutralize. I just do nothing. And take the other bow instead. Yeah, you see? You see the +1 energy here, what it's doing? Yes, okay, now only good relics are left. Like, look at this. Or another useless one, but the next one is good. Trust. No, seriously though, I'm glad our deck is like this because otherwise, yeah, if you, I don't even know what else you're trying to do. If you're trying to just like pick front load or whatever, farm elites, and then this is what you get. Not exactly the best thing I've ever seen, yeah. If your relic bar is like this and your deck is not, you know, self-functioning. Second culture, yeah, probably not. If second culture or anything is actually for Time Eater, this card for Time Eater, it deals a lot of damage even though we are not, even when you're not doing anything, and it also exhausts. You have 10 turns, suddenly every single multi-hit Time Eater hits, it takes 30, and it doesn't have that much HP, it's only 480 HP. Yeah, probably not, right? Probably not. And if we see Time Eater, well, we just hope the pattern is not horrible, and otherwise I cry. And we still have some relics and some card rewards here, you know. But usually it's not a huge problem. I say usually, it doesn't mean it will not be a problem, but usually it's not. Looks like it's not a huge problem. I think it's already dead to all attack. So I can even end the turn here and just play. This is 2130. It's not quite killing a minion. We should play this. Yeah, like why end the turn when you can just not end the turn, you know? If it discards the card gamble, I'm quite sad. I guess. I guess so. It's fine, it's fine. Fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. We cannot kill either way, yeah? Exhaust Terror. Is it even doing anything? Next on the ODF for energy, yeah, probably not. Yeah, 4 days is, but they are not attacking anyway, no? Power 2. Any Echo? No. How hard is it to find Echo? Apparently very hard. Oh, also we did we did get gold from chest though, I think. So even though the relic is worthless, you can actually go here, yeah? You can actually still go here and have enough gold to remove, because now you only need 39 gold in these 2 fights. And the range is, this is a 25 to 35 and this is 10 to 20, so the minimum gold you can get in 2 fights is 35. And I do see that if you go here, first of all, you have a chance to get owned by Raptor, not very high, but a small chance. We still have the thing though, so getting owned 1 fight is fine, yeah? But the problem is that sometimes there's a second Nemesis here. You can see the first Nemesis, our turn 1 was very good and it did not burn me on turn 1. And then we killed it in time, but the second Nemesis can be a little bit annoying. And the deck compared to the card, relic is still there. I mean, of course, you see the card reward, yeah? And the card reward can be Echo, and Echo right now is completely massive. Okay, fine. Oh, Echo right now is so freaking good. Just one Echo anywhere. But we risk a 50% chance of fighting Nemesis again, and it could be a bad fight. We can rest here though with the Regal Pillow Pentagram. Even if we go to like 1 HP, you can still rest, and Act 4 you can upgrade. And the Tactician does not need to be green even if we see an Acro, right? So I can, if I see an Acro, I can simply upgrade the Acro and leave the Tactician as is, and we play around the Outmaneuver instead. That's okay. Okay, let's fight the Elite then. More relics, more cards, higher chance of see Acro. Relics the same actually. The goal doesn't matter here, I think. Yeah, we go to 210 compared to 180, no real difference. Can only buy common relic, shop relic anyway if it's overpowered, otherwise you can just remove. And we don't buy red colorless, we don't really buy other things, so it's probably the same. Is Acro pick over Tools plans? Well, it plans probably is pick over Acro. The main idea is just to improve the quality of the card game board, yeah? Whatever improves the quality of the card game board is going to be picked. And the Acro improves the card game board more than the tools. But I think the Wallet plan is stronger because Wallet plan is also better against Time Eater, which is at the moment a pretty big concern potentially. Normally with this type of deck against Time Eater, if you don't have like some Wallet plans or a big Malays or whatever, you just spend all your resources in that fight, yeah? Because every other fight poses no problem, and then you spend all your HP there, maybe your relics help. Our relics do not help. Which is a bit of a problem if we actually see the Time Eater and also brick, and it does a better attack pattern. Which is even more reason to fight Elite right now, right? Instead of just going here for like, for what? Yeah, for like no real reason. Yeah, not Reptomancer. So next fight is either Repto or the Nemesis. We cannot really avoid the potentially difficult fight. I hope this fight is actually easy. In theory, it should be easy. In practice, who freaking knows? I play this first so that if I draw Reflex, it doesn't overdraw. No Terror, no Reflex, yeah? Oh, Kawembo here is actually very rude, because now my Reflex does not even play anymore next turn. That's quite bad, by the way. So I can cash in on damage, or I can also, or I can try to exhaust cards. Yeah, no attack sometimes discount the thing, but the eviscerate also here is being 3 cost is not. And next time we don't have energy, so it's not very easy to force this, which means it just needs to hit randomly. And I don't really want to hit randomly either, because then the Ascender's Bane can be discarded and then I'm sad. So how is it to just exhaust cards here instead of just cashing in on this damage? We play like Couchos Backstab and then game over 3. And next I have 5 cards in here. I probably should exhaust, right? It actually improves my damage output more than playing these attacks, I think. Like, how is this? 30? And then afterwards, it's probably like 70 damage or something. But we actually draw back into a good turn faster. Both adrenalines are already played, yeah? Okay. No outmaneuver this turn, so... we have a 1 of 3. If we want to take the 1 of 3. Yeah, of course, you discarded the worst one. Thank you. But you know, the reason I play the Lion Dead on turn 1, yeah, is so that we can set up a good turn 3 like this. You can see, it's like we took some extra damage and our turn stops completely on turn 2. But this turn we have a big turn, and we do need like at least 1 big turn in this fight. Otherwise, everything goes wrong. Oh yeah, Ascender's Bane just never exhausted one. Okay, it exhausted now. But we have dealt also a significant amount of damage. It's not too bad. Yeah, like 1 good turn and we deal like half of its HP. It, however, is already hitting me big. And it's not dead yet. And we have no more puzzle and outmaneuver misses and reflex also might miss. And that's a bit of a concern, yeah? If it doesn't die this turn, we have big problems. Reflex is here though, so maybe it's fine. I think Target was here. And the big eviscerate is still in the draw. It's probably fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Is it fine? Yeah, it's dead, it's dead. Well, I mean, there was a question whether we even pick up the Death Branch in this run. And I think the answer is no. Yeah, no Acro. The Predator is setting up the draw power for the next time if we can play it repeatedly. And yes, you can play it with the outmaneuver. So you front load your adrenaline into the Predator and you play the Predator, and then you set up the next big turn and you play the Predator again with the outmaneuver. This is like an Acro that's terrible. But it does say draw 2, you know. I'm not actually against the idea. But yeah, this Death Branch is not going to be picked, yeah. This deck does not 1 random cards. It doesn't even make that many random cards. So once again, the relic is completely worthless. Well, thanks. Guys, at some point this relic bag will get better, yeah, but I don't know when because the run's almost over already. We have like maximum 2 more relics from here. 3 more relics, I guess, for Spear and Shield. Oh yeah, we take the Predator. Predator also is a good thing against the Time Eater, so, you know, sure. It does make our turn 1 weaker though. At the same time, even if we break a little bit against Spear and Shield, we do have Pentagram before the heart and we still have Ghost in the Jar. So maybe it's fine. Careless Spot over Blessing. Careless Spot cannot be skipped, so if we give us 3 utter garbage, we are stuck with a curse. But even something like even things like Forethought or the Enlightenment, yeah, it's not even so bad in this deck. So how many bricks are there really? Not that many, you know. A lot of them exhaust, and then the garbage of the garbage would be Swift Strike. Metamorphosis. Magnetism, yeah, probably is bad. And resist the branch? No, this branch doesn't even make cards. If you're playing a deck similar to like Corruption Infinite or something, where you really max like 20 cards or something from the branch, you can still take it, yeah. This branch max for you like what 4 cards, and then your damage gets crippled. So there's nothing to even resist here, it's just bad. Yeah, this deck doesn't even have a blade dance or something to pivot to that right, you know, it's just worthless. So Rashif, how's it been? This one relic bar is absolutely horrible, and we got curse. We got the brick boss relic and back one, yeah, and then I got curse in the wheel event. At least this deck, the deck is like this, so we can play the run. So not always awful, but it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot better. If this one went a little bit well, we already are infinite, I don't know, like one act ago or something. I mean, it can still go well. We have 2 more card rewards, so maybe see an acro or whatever. But yeah, could have been a lot better. It could have been worse. If you try to build a conventional deck in this run, is like just try to farm elites, get output, take a bet like one path to gain 1 extra elite. You probably just die. Because I currently don't really see that this one offers you any form of scaling at all. You don't have enough damage, you don't have enough block, you don't have enough draw. Your relics are complete garbage. And then your cards are bad. How efficient hammer picker is feeling currently? You don't have reflex plus, so I don't know. You're not doing too bad yet. Because the only upgrade I have lost so far, I have ducked a lot because we simply just have not seen the cards to upgrade. So the only upgrade you have lost so far is a reflex, but at the same time you don't have this curse. So at the end, honestly right now maybe the hammer is just better off because these relics are not doing much. Gamble was upgraded Act 1, no? Or was it? Actually no, yeah, Gamble was Act 2. Yeah, Gamble was one of the things I say when I say that, yeah, okay, we don't pick the hammer. Simply because there are too many cards that make this run strong and we want to upgrade all of them. Like, yeah, this one and this one. This one was upgraded manually, yes. Okay, fine. Hammer is not super happy then. Yeah, because without this cow gamble being repeatedly played, your output is lacking, no? Your output is actually just very lacking without acro or whatever. Upgrade event? Oh yeah, actually true. Yeah, also true. Gamble was actually question mark upgrade, right? Yeah, sure. Oh, Hammer even get the tongs if you really want to. Yeah, maybe Hammer is doing fine. Yeah, maybe Hammer is just doing fine. Oh, Hammer has the freaking upgrade port here. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll card less over upgrade because upgrade port for this deck, what does it do? Nothing. Good talk. Do not misclick this relic, yeah, it's quite bad. Yeah, another edit. We are a bit low now though, but I can still rest here if there's nothing. Sometimes we just do this, we are taking damage, and if I go here and suddenly we don't have enough gold to remove an Act 4 anymore, removes 175. A turn 1 can get worse though, because the Predator is not a good turn 1 draw. This is 1 damage off, so we do need to play sneaky there also. With the Predator, I don't think I need to take puzzle. I mean, I hope that's true. Why did I backstab here? And let me explain. Because I need to kill this turn instead. Ah, because this guy deals more damage. I see. Did not land the reflex, but I do have adrenaline if I count gamble here. I think I should count gamble. Yeah, now actual good turn can happen. Oh, I want to draw back into the Predator though, otherwise my next turn is potentially not very good. Okay, it is here. If it's here, all is well. Yeah, all is well. This already kills. Yeah, look at this. Outmaneuver Predator like Giga combo. Yeah, plus 2 draw, plus 3 energy. You know, turn. We can play the same turn again. This deck is certainly hitting in a slightly unpleasant direction, yeah? Because I do not want my turn to end and then set up the next turn to be the same. I would like my turn to continue, but you know. If your turn cannot continue, then might as well settle for this. It's better than the alternative where you just break turns. Yeah, so if I cannot continue, then at least let it end in a good way. That's basically this run. Second card game will probably quite good because the Predator also improves the quality of that. It does not need to be green so urgently, though. It should still be picked, but it doesn't need to be green, yeah? Not immediately. So if we need to rest here, we can still can. Flex Spot? What does Flex Spot do? It one-shots Spear and Shield. Wow. One-shotting Spear and Shield over, like, potentially giving me a curse is kind of tempting. It can also one-shot Time Eater from half. Yeah, that's pretty freaking tempting. That's pretty freaking tempting, no? And we just have a potion and maybe kill some of the more annoying fights. The one-shot Nemesis, for example. If you get burned on turn 1 or whatever crap is happening, it's gonna end the fight. Here's Nemesis. And we break on turn 1 and it burns. Okay, I don't like that. But we try to set up a kill on turn 3, yeah? With that being said, do I even play the Predator? Yeah, that being said, do I even actually play the Predator here? Because I don't actually want to draw too many cards next turn, you know? I want to draw cards on turn 3, not on turn 2. When my card combos come in, my Adrenaline's land, when they can actually deal damage and eviscerate lands too. That's pretty bad, yeah? Breaking on turn 1 into 5 burns. I mean, Terror will always be played, so I can play that. Energy next turn is not needed because I don't even care about playing cards. Unless it hits me with 45 and then I'm sad. This is 6 damage and 6 damage can't matter. And if it does hit me for 45, then yes, maybe I would do want to block a little bit instead of just puzzling. I think we just do Predator after image, yeah? This fight can be a little bit bad with this turn 1 pattern end draw. At least I did play a Predator. So drawing both card game boards here, huh? Card game board redraw is good because deck has 5 burns now. I guess you can just take the puzzle like this. No other world for next turn, but you have 2 Adrenalines. No outmaneuver, but we also get to exhaust the Sentence Bane. This Eviscerate Plus is missing usually, or we need to spend 2 energy on it, no? So that's slightly annoying, but at the same time there's nothing I can do about it. And drawing Adrenalines now is just bad. So I guess we take damage and cry. Take 6. Ow. Okay, 5 burns. I sure hope that something good happens here. Did not draw into prepared. But if it's a razor, at least like decent cost. If I play the card game board now, then you can play Sneaky Strike for free and then follow up with the Predator also. Because if I play the Eviscerate now, then there's no Sneaky Strike and there's also no Predator, and then I'm really sad. We can also just continue the turn, you know, don't need to end the turn yet. Because I can prepare shuffle all of this garbage out, play the Sneaky and then card game board again. I do not need to just play the Predator and end my turn. Only 1 energy left, however, 1 energy is enough to activate the Reflex, and then these are 0 cost. I think I keep going. Yeah, like this. Oh, actually 2 energy, never mind. Okay. Could be way worse. Or actually a decent relic. Because this relic against the heart says that after image I don't need to actually play block to protect myself against beat of death, yeah. So it's like actually decent. Ooh. I mean, the hero always arrives exactly the right time. Yes, that's the last floor. Floor 48, yeah? It's the absolute last floor, and then the thing is here. Definitely do not need to upgrade Cow Gamble then. So we upgrade the... Do I upgrade Acro first? Because now the Tactician upgrade actually plays, especially with the Predator +2. We have perfect HP as well, yo, calculated. Entering the donuts. Dick, now I'm sorry to the Dick fans, but the shovel stops working now. Because we upgrade now and we upgrade again in Act 4. I'm just wondering about the order. I do think, yeah, maybe Tactician is a better first upgrade than the Acro. Because it makes it easier to play the Predator every single time I draw into it. And I don't need to perfect the Act 3 boss gauntlet fights, I just need to survive. And playing the Predator every single time I see it is a good way to survive, you know, if things are going bad. Acropus does give me a bigger turn sometimes, but my worst draw is maybe performing a little bit worse because I cannot play Predator and then a brick turn after and then brick a turn after that. And then I have actually an issue. Extra bandage, I don't care. Oh yeah, upgrade. You can hindsight the deck later from this node. Win or lose, you can hindsight from here and then hindsight again in Act 4. I think the Tactician goes first. And then in Act 4, we upgrade Acro. Oh yeah, the recall, right? Now suddenly we find cards to upgrade, we have the perfect thing. Yeah, because Echo is not green, I don't draw into my reflex or whatever this turn and I get owned. Okay, I did draw into my thing. Not playing that. Oxygen plus, yeah. This fight we probably should hit Decker. It doesn't matter too much though. Yeah, probably should hit Decker. The Cow Gamble redraw is good. And you can see the Tactician upgrade does allow me to actually play the Predator, yeah. With the Maneuver and also exhaust the Cow Chops, which is great. Probably stop this turn here and just take the damage. It's what, 13? No. How is this? 14, yeah, 14 damage. 1455, so if we don't take damage from after this turn, then yes, we are fine. Then the Pantograph heals full. And we have Puzzle next turn with like a full hand with 10 cards. There's the Exhaust Ascent, the Bane, Exhaust the Cow Chops. You do get 2 days is extra though in place of that. That's probably fine. Now, got Tungsten Rod going in. Shuffle in the Reflex for sure. The only clean way to do this would be to play Terror here, but then yeah, I don't have the Terror. Do I need Terror to kill this guy? Maybe I don't. I'm not doing better, yeah, because we did not see enough draw to really activate his Tactician and become like true infinite. The Outmaneuver does play, especially because Outmaneuver is in the deck. The Predator is also in the deck, yeah, otherwise it's not even in the deck. And if you don't have the Outmaneuver and don't have the Predator, then the Outmaneuver would not be actually very good. But, you know, it just happened to be this way because of the orders we saw the cards. I don't know, it's fine. Yeah, probably should just play Terror, exhaust the Terror here, yeah? Then we shuffle in the Reflex for sure. We shuffle out the damage cards a little bit though, so is that okay? I don't even know. Yeah, discard Reflex again. Oh, overdraw. Okay, big mistake. Maybe not that big, but you know, mistake. Okay, at least we exhaust both days. At least we did exhaust both days. Next turn, no energy next turn though, because the tactician misses. Oh, no outmaneuver, no flower. So killing this is not so easy, you know? Yeah, killing this is actually not very easy next turn, and then I get 2 more daisies. Damn sad. Well, not much to do, though. I definitely do not play the whole attack there. Do I even play the acro? I don't even know whether I should spend the energy on the acro or not. I mean, we can acro into Calgamo plus, but we start with backflip first and Calgamo with the tactician plus. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Full Calgamo in hand never really works, and we want to shuffle immediately anyway. So like this. Okay, tactician plus. I guess you can do Predator outmaneuver here and then take another hit if you really want to, but I kind of don't. Let's Calgamo immediately can brick, not super often, and usually we just get a lot of damage. Yeah, we do get just a lot of damage. So let's deal the damage. Now you can see that even with Tactician Plus, we are actually still short on energy in the setup turn, yeah? So it's fine. I'm not unhappy about upgrading the thing. This one to be shuffled in. Does this one to be shuffled in? If I don't shuffle in, I don't have enough damage, but is that true? 16 here, 21 here, 37, 37, and redraw this 27 is 60, whatever. Energy is 2, but it can go up if you redraw into the tactician immediately. And after Echo and Discovery Reflex, the Eviscerate shuffle out anyway, so maybe just, yeah, the question is just whether I want Sneaky in or not. This Eviscerate will be shuffled out. I think I do want the Sneaky. Yeah, top deck Reflex, so maybe we can kill this turn then. If we can kill this turn, it will be very good, yeah? Because then I don't have to deal with the daisies and I can actually do something about this guy. Full energy is still enough to play the Sneaky, and the Tactician Plus is here again. Oh good. Is Prepare even worth playing? Probably is. Okay, this guy's dead, and I like this guy being dead. Yeah. Then we just do the turn like this then. And this card is trash, so you can count game move to draw a slightly better hand next turn. Okay, if we don't get the 3 days, we can deal with this. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, this is actually one of the runs. This is actually a run where killing deck card first matters. Usually when you have a deck where you really want to kill deck card first, it doesn't matter because your deck is strong enough. This deck does not draw consistently enough, where then the 2 days is really hurts our damage output. And when our turn is good, like we don't really care about this like 36 or 42 or whatever, yeah. So this is actually one of the runs where killing this first is important, because the fight is not like completely over after we kill this. Now the fight should be over. Another 2000 upwards. I mean, the last post was a badly titled and also bad screenshot, which is why we only got like 500. But look at this, 2000. Is that order? Nah, it's because the days. Like, this guy put 2 days in, this guy doesn't. This guy is only buffing strength. And days for this deck is absolutely terrible. And we are not true infinite, yeah? So you cannot just kill both of them on the same turn. This deck is not truly infinite. Wait, what? Wait, how do I break? Wait, what? I have Acro Calgamo backflip with like freaking full hand. How do I break this turn? Well, I actually break this turn. Well, good news. I have Predator to set up the next turn and I don't get daisies. Slightly bad news though is I'm taking damage right now. Because it's not weakened. Ow. Ow. Take 5. This time we do draw 7 and have the energy though, so O as well. Unless I break again. Breaking again would be very bad. Okay, it's fine. Just always draw into the thing. Yeah, the thing. We shuffle out both of these right now though, but with the card game I can, you know, continue. I can draw back into them like, instantly. Do I even want to play this? I think playing this is fine. This I don't want to play though. I think yeah. Now regardless I'm shuffling out, yeah, but I want my turn to continue, not like freaking end like right here. If I draw into the reflex, I can discard with survivor, so I can start with this. And keep going. Again, we always land prepare with these two. If every shuffle is like this and I keep drawing in card game mode a good time, then we can be infinite. So I guess actually no, the next question then is Echo even the upgrade? Because looking at this turn, I do think second card game mode will not be so bad, you know. On the other hand, the second card game mode does make the bad drawers worse though, because then the two card game mode just stick together and then we have -1 card every deck cycle. If one hand has two card game mode, it's just worthless, yeah. On the other hand, the Acro Plus is always going to is kind of, yeah, especially after outmaneuver turn as well, it gets payoff like immediately, like big payoff. Oh, I don't know. Our turn can stop here, but stopping here is fine because once again next turn we have a huge turn. Is there stopping here fine? It's probably fine. Do I even want to play this? Because if I play this right now into this or this, I'm a bit sad. I'm not that sad, I can just play it. Otherwise I get +1 draw. We kill this turn, yeah? Yeah, second fight, Absolutely Awakened one is way easier. Tamitter is very scary. This is actually a type of run that can die the Tamitter from full HP. So hopefully it doesn't happen. Yeah, of course it's dead. Yeah. We're 75. Okay, at least turn one is dash multi hit. We also break though. Yeah, at least it's doing the multi hit and not the whatever crap else it does. But the thing about this fight though is that once every 3 turns it will do like even if it gives you the best pattern of all time, yeah, once every 3 turns it will still do something bad. Can die here, so let's be very careful. I guess the first order business is that am I playing Terror? That is a pretty important question. Like, am I playing Terror now or not? Because playing Terror now does exhaust the Terror. It gets out of the deck, yeah. But the second phase is a lot harder to kill. Now deck has slimes and whatnot. At the same time, we also push to the split faster though. One exhaust for this deck is actually massive, yeah. Which is why if this guy pushes the slime and the draw down, I'm like really sad, but eventually it will just happen. This guy will draw down you and put the slimes in the deck at some point. You cannot really help it. Yeah, sometimes we can one shot before the split if the Terror is down immediately as well with the flex bot. I'm very willing to spend flex bot here, by the way. Extremely willing. So I don't think there's any reason to not play the Terror here, yeah. So after a match where we play Terror, we played. Afterwards we have 2 energy. And now the choice is Backstab will also be played, yeah? So we break out of war either way, but I want to exhaust. And now the choice is between 24 damage with the Sneaky Strike or just outmaneuver 3 energy. Next one I don't have energy extra, but I have Adrenaline and Petition. And we can only play 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. We play 4 cards this turn, so next time we only play 8. I think I don't play outmaneuver, I think I just deal 24 damage. Yeah, I think I just get my 24 damage. Oh yeah, can die here. Hopefully not. Okay, time meter is giving us the best pattern of all time for now. This is the best thing you can do the first 2 turns. You cannot be tamer than this. So next turn it will be an ugly attack no matter what it is. Whether it's draw down or debuff, yeah, it will be slightly annoying. This one we want to play 8 probably. Sometimes in 440 over 2 turns is a bit hard to deal with only 20 cards, I think. Yeah, but yeah, we start with preparing this card reflex addition. That much is not up for debate. And then we just deal damage, right? 7 cards, yeah, so it's like 1, 2, and we 2. Predator wants to be played for sure. So we play 1, 2, 3. 4 cards left, and energy is 2. But we can just do Count Gamble, 1 card. Neutralize 1 card, count toss 1 card, and another thing. Yeah, okay, fine. So we just hit it, basically. We just hit it. I just hit the time meter and eventually it would die, right? The plan. Yeah, if I count Gamble now, we draw the full 6 for sure. We know exactly what we draw. And then we play Count Chops, neutralize, defend. Exhaust Ascension's Bane take a small hit again, but both adrenalines are still in. We have maximum cast next turn is weakened. So it should be no problem. I think if you say that this fight should be no problem, you haven't died to this thing enough, yeah. Sometimes this fight should be no problem. Sometimes. This start is actually promising, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything yet. Because all it takes is 1 brick turn and my ghost goes bye-bye, you know. And it's pretty easy to brick. In fact, if you brick 1 turn, you brick the next turn as well. Because, like, what is a brick? Yeah, you draw your 4 cards and then you draw your reflex, which doesn't change with anything. And now you don't even have a reflex in the draw. And your damage is like nothing because your reflex misses. And then you get owned. If everything goes fine, this fight actually is pretty easy. But we don't know yet, because that's exactly why this fight is so freaking annoying, because the variance is insanely high. Both in the draw order and the attack pattern. And the variance of this fight is just like sky high. But here, yeah, I think Count Gamble minus is good to keep, so we just Count Gamble plus and play like 1, 2, 3. And then take damage, but sure, doesn't matter. We also get to exhaust Ascendant's Bane. Touch off deals 15. And yeah, play the defense. Unless you tell me you want to play this, why? Yeah, no reason. Take 4. And now this attack will be bad no matter what. It's actually giving me the best pattern of all time, like that's crazy. Drawdown is by far the worst attack, yeah? And if it does this like in this order, I can even split it this turn if I don't want to deal with next turn. I can deal 100 damage here, like no problem. But if I deal 100 here, the Metera will not really work, yeah, for the second half. The other choice is simply just playing neutralize here and then take whatever hit comes next turn and then set up a kill over like 2 or 3 turns. So how do I start this turn? I think we play 12 cards, right, if we can. I think the plan here is to play 12 cards, but not necessarily to deal... How strong? Okay, let's count the flex spot damage. I don't really care about speed and shield. You know, speed and shield, flex spot would be pretty nice, but you know, that's Act Force problem. And also we had 1 more remove, plus the Echo upgrade, so maybe speed and shield is just rolling over and die. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, if we flex spot, the Eviscerate plus is 63 damage and the Eviscerate minus is 54. So 100 damage, 120, the Sneaky Strike is 31. So like 150 per deck cycle. Oh yes, we absolutely can kill it over 2 turns. If we have a good draw and maximum cast play. But yeah, no reason to flex bot now, yeah. Is Predator neutralize end turn here stupid? Not the dumbest thing to be honest, but I think if you do that, you also want to play 2 more cards and maybe even prepare to sneaky. Just put it closer to 240, because next turn you're not dealing damage, is the thing. And next turn you're not dealing damage, yeah? Because you're weak and you're being hit for a lot, and it also gains block. So we want to put it close to 240. And then after the next turn, you have 2 turns to kill form 240 with a flex bot. Yeah, I think I should start with prepare. Oh, how is this? $24, $39, $30, and 6. So 30 damage here, 69 damage here, 99 damage here. Oh, that is slightly bad though, because the cow shots will split it if it does the multi-hit next turn, if I play all these attacks. Check again, I think it's 99 damage. And it would be 247, which would be good in a sense if it does the big hit next turn, but then I have to draw down 2 turns and my damage also goes down, so it's not even that good. The other case is multi-hit, when multi-hit was split. If I can split it now, that is the worst thing you can do here. After all the options, that is the absolute worst one, because then you can actually die. So please don't do that. Because number one, you immediately say goodbye to your potential to kill it through the split, yeah? So you will need to play the second half. Now you don't even have the flex spot for the second half. And there's no terror either. And what is the situation? The situation is unchanged, because later on you can also do the same thing as this, and then he gets more strength, you don't have terror, you cannot even kill afterwards. And the hit is much bigger. So no, that is like the absolute worst thing you can do. And by the way, you don't need to flex spot if you want to split now, yeah? If you want to split now, just play the card gamble and you split. That's not a concern. I'm thinking about how dumb it is to not play the neutralize. How dumb is it to not play neutralize? Actually, even if I don't play neutralize, it still splits with the couch shots. The couch shots like too... Yeah, couch shots is too strong, guys. Yeah, couch shots is actually too strong. So I need to not play either Sneaky or the Eviscerate. I guess I can do Predator Outmaneuver instead, because that also allows me to preserve my adrenaline while still proccing the clock next turn. So I can simply play Sneaky, Predator, Outmaneuver, Neutralize. So it's weakened next turn, I deal... how much damage? 24, 64, 70, so 276. And I have a lot of energy and card next turn with the after image is still weakened. It has like 4 strength. No, that's probably the best, right? That's probably the best. Yeah, this is too much, eh? 247 is split to couch shots, and then we cannot actually kill. Because next turn I don't think we are going to deal much damage, and then I need to deal 240 in 1 turn. Even the flex spot, that's probably too difficult. Is it too difficult? Is it actually too difficult? Because it's 200 damage with 12 cards, but at the same time my deck has no slime, you know? Because if I put it to 247, yeah, and it does a big hit and it doesn't split. If it does a multi-hit and split, my deck has no slime, no drawdown. So I have 1 turn to deal 240 with 12 cards, but with the flex spot. Is that so hard? We did say that this is 54, the other one is 63. So 54, 63, 117, yeah? 117, the Sneaky Strike is 31, 148. So do we need to redraw into at least 1 Eviscerated thing? And then we can do it with the dagger throw, but with 12 cards, it's okay. Predator also 25, 37. So you just need to redraw to... we need to play 3 Eviscerates and then some... and a Sneaky Strike and then some other attacks. A little bit more attacks and it dies in one turn. And if I see that it's doing multi-hit next turn, I can even pay some HP to play attacks, you know, because on 53 I do it never die, yeah? So I just pay my HP. No, this has to be better. It has to be actually better. Now that I actually think about it more. 7 cards. Ah, draw down. I still actually don't want to see this, by the way, because if it does the multi-hit, I just trade HP now, but now there's no guarantee. And it doesn't even split immediately, so they do have 2 turns to go in. However, I do have only draw 4 next turn. And I have 2 slams, so my damage is going downwards. Big hit though? Yeah, we don't split, so at least if I see the big hit here, then playing Eviscerate was good, yeah? But killing it right now suddenly is like a little bit more difficult. It's not impossible, but it's hard. So how do I want to do this? I definitely want to control my shuffle for next turn. Because next turn is when we deal damage, and the turn afterwards it needs to die. We shuffle now. Shuffling now, we shuffle out both the adrenalines though, and also the eviscerate. But we shuffle in all the draw, and the draw is more important, yeah. I mean, I can also just do something like this. Yeah. Now I echo discard addition, and then backflip and shuffle. We can continue our turn as well, but again the clock will stop us. This is not so easy to do though, without Predator being played. If I play Predator now, how is it? It's 22, right? So it's exactly 240, and 240 does not split, yeah? So Predator is actually perfect if I can draw into it now. Yeah, it has 20 block, and Predator is 20 weak and vulnerable, it's +2. So 22 damage, 22 with the 5 on taunts goes to exactly 240, and 240 does not split. Because the only thing that splits exactly at half is the slime. The chain doesn't split on exactly half, and the time meter also doesn't split exactly half. And so 240 with the Predator play would be perfect. In which case, yeah, I mean we dig for the Predator then. So I do spend the card gamble here, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, 22, look at this. It's just 245 with the cow chops, exactly perfect. And then we can have enough energy to play the Abruver as well. And next turn we have the big turn with the reflex. Yeah, look at this, 245, cow chop plus, perfect. Play this. And do not deal damage here, so I guess the only card to play is just block. So we block. And then we go in next turn. Because we have draw down, we have +2. And multi-hitting this turn is perfect for us. The other choice was really bad, the other choice would be debuff, yeah, and then it's hard to kill. But if it does the multi-hit, number 1 is that we never die this turn, even if it plays 0 block. Number 2 is that it takes 15 damage from cow chops, and number 3 is that next time I'm not weakened and it doesn't have block. So this is the turn where we attempt to go in and kill. Discard this. Yeah, flex spot happens now, yeah, I think. Yeah, flex spot happens now. Okay, card gamble here is great because we know for sure that we are drawing into all of these. I do not care about damage to my face this turn at all. And we shuffle in all the attacks because it's perfect shuffle, and then it's also dead. Easy. Yeah, this fight was free because it actually gave us like such an insanely good pattern that's unbelievable. That is fine, it's fine. We did roll the fight after all. But yeah, the pattern was crazily good. Honestly, with this I might not even need the flex spot, but just in case, you know, I don't want to calculate like with our flex spot because next turn draw is uncertain. Yeah, fight was no problem, I know. I did say it, if the fight goes well, it would not be a problem. Like the problem comes when, you know, bad patterns and we just need to make one turn. Because you can see the difference between winning this fight cleanly and also having something like completely terrible. It's very tight and it's literally just one turn. Like look at this. This turn I already, if I full block this turn against strength and goes to 240 and I cannot kill without terror. And then suddenly I have 2 slams, the deck I have not exhausted yet. I am only at 39 HP, it's only going downwards. And the fight never gets better, he gets stronger, I get weaker. Yeah, Predator is like ridiculously good. Last turn Predator basically. Like to see the Predator putting this to exactly 240 was pretty important. Let's go on 1 because your ticket full here, you're flower on 2, right? I'm thinking about it. The thing about flower on 1 though is that you can take damage on turn 1, proc puzzle on turn 2 and then kill them on turn 2 instead, yeah? Because on turn 1 energy potentially just like completely wasted and then you're set and dead. And if the deck can pop off on turn 1, then we don't need the energy nearly as much, you know, is the thing. If we actually draw the things that make us pop off on turn 1 completely, then the flower energy doesn't even matter too much. So I think flower on 1 actually is just better. Yeah, I think flower on 1 is actually just better. It's already dead, right? 21, 28, yeah, it's dead. Actually, if I play the Predator now, I'm guaranteed to kill. So I can choose. It's on 3 HP, yeah? And I draw 6 cards next turn. Well, technically there's a brick though. Okay, let's see whether it's brick or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I die. Okay, let's not die. Yeah, goodbye. Here we upgrade the Acro, yeah? Yeah, second game we upgrade is honestly quite strong. Maybe second upgrade, maybe second game boy is just better. Because it doesn't commit the energy like the Echo, you know, and then on average it's still, that's the thing, like once our big turn is already happening, then the second card game boy will not really brick us. Like the brick happens when 2 card game boys are drawn together, yeah, initially, and then the turn ends after playing the first card game boy. Because if our turn keeps continuing and then the hand is full, 2 card game boy will just be good on average. Because they cannot stick together forever, you know, at some point they're separate. And then we just gain energy with Tactician, and then the Echo can be played, and then everything is good. So yeah, maybe the second card upgrade is just better anyway. Probably it's true. Yeah, probably it's true. Yeah, probably just true. Frozen Eye, no thanks, no need. Frozen Eye is pretty good though, at the same time this is insanely powerful. Especially when we have to play the hard fight with 2 status extra as well. I want to... Yeah, I mean you can see the Donu and Deca fight before we exhaust the daisies, yeah? Like our turn actually kind of ends like sometimes. And what does the Frozen Eye do realistically speaking? I mean, you can set up the next draw order and it makes the Predator maybe slightly less compulsory to be played. And you don't really have a turn where, you know, your reflexes lands on nowhere randomly. At the same time, it also decreases our output by quite a lot, yeah? Yeah, it actually decreases our output by quite a lot. Probably just remove, yeah? Probably just remove. Remove one strike over defend. That's true. Like when do we play defend minus? You're in the hard fight. If a turn stops and we have a lot of energy, I would like to play defend over strike. It's true. How this is scaling? Do you see what happens in the deck? In like, literally every fight before this. Yeah, did you see the deck at all? Did you just get here? Yeah, remove, yeah. I think the only thing that's potentially better than remove here is just a medkit. But there's no medkit, so we remove. Our energy will be good here, I can tell you that. If flowers on 2, yeah? Because I lowered this hand and I want my energy. Predator does not need to actually be played this turn. If I can play neutralize twice, then I can terror, and yes, I do want to land terror if I can. We usually just take puzzle this turn anyway, so I don't need the predator too much. That's freaking fake news because drawing 10 is better than drawing 8, especially when you have energy. That said, I do want to just play neutralize, I want to play sneaky strike, I want to exhaust backstab, and I also want to play acro probably. So I want to play everything in my hand, so I don't even know like what the hell do I discard. Probably out of these than the predator, yeah? Is that even true? Because our turn is just ending this turn if I don't draw a tactician, you know? And then next turn I have tactician, maybe some adrenaline, and I already have the 4 energy. So do I need this outmaneuver ever? Maybe I don't. I actually probably don't, right? Hopefully not stupid. And yeah, just hit here and then exhaust. Acro. Okay, they draw tactician, and then we can eviscerate. I can still play predator by the way, and also can take the full hit. I do not actually need to block here with pantograph is going in. So why not just do some predator eviscerate, card gamble, keep going with this turn a little bit, block just enough, and then kill this next turn, and then the fight's over, maybe. That's why we're good here by the way. Oh yeah, probably predator and then card gamble immediately is fine. We don't even play this, yeah. That's okay. Like landing terror on this is a freaking dream anyway. There's a pipe dream. Outmaneuver is not played, however, and my tactician is no longer here. That said, my turn doesn't need to end yet. We have another card gamble coming right now. 21 damage or have a chance to continue the turn. I like continuing the turn. Yeah, I like that. Okay. If we draw like this on turn 1, then we are maybe fine. I think. If possible, I want to kill this turn, and with flex spot is not a thing, yeah. That said, we finished exhausting like every curse in the deck, so now we get put 2 more burns in, but you can basically you can play a trial hard fight with 2 statuses and see how the deck performs. We do need to take puzzle though, but that shouldn't be no problem. Do not play that. If you play that, you full block, and full blocking is bad. Do not play that because this guy sends bane. This 14 damage doesn't really matter. And now we have 2 statuses in the deck, and you can see how it functions. I mean, terror is still not exhausted, I guess, but that's the only card. Embo now, or you can make a throw to shuffle all of this out and draw back into your tactician reflex. Worst possible draw top deck would be the second card gamble. I'm still fine. Yeah. I wonder when you play this outmaneuver though, because I do want to play both the outmaneuver and the predator before this turn ends at some point. So I could see it being like right now. I could see it being right now. This guy is already like kind of dead. But yeah. Yeah, with 2 status you do bricks sometimes. So the hard fight is not so easy. Even if we have the Ghost in the Jar and full HP, it's not actually that easy. Unless this fight drops, what does this fight need to drop for it to be easy? The second reflex or what? Oh, Wallet Plan Plus would be nice. Yeah, those would be pretty good cuts. That's why we are okay. Yeah, we have infinite energy and we also draw a lot of cards. Second Ghost could do it because right now the concern is simply just that we don't kill it fast enough, and if it gets to like 8 times 15 or something, I cannot really full block that consistently, and then maybe get wounded and then we die. We want to kill it next turn, not this turn, so I guess we do Predator. And yes, I don't need to actually full block this because I do heal 25. Yeah? We can Terror here, which I think I like, to be honest, because we want to kill it next turn. Through the 99 block, by the way. Which is why I played the Predator twice. And now we need to play the Outmaneuver. If it's a red plus, it's how much damage? 8 is 36 exact, so that's bad. We can shuffle. I don't know whether shuffling is good though. Shuffle out the Eviscerate plus. But we have 2 card gambles, so it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Yeah, otherwise like drawing this next turn is also not like super pleasant. Taking some damage here, but I don't really care. This damage is irrelevant. Do not play this, otherwise it dies. Can I actually deal 100 damage? Because if not, I should just kill now and leave flower on 1. I mean, I sure hope I can deal 100 damage. With 6 energy and full hand, yeah, I sure hope I can actually deal 100 damage. With Terror as well. Card combo immediately is losing, is overdrawing a little bit. So you can commit your energy on this, or you can simply just play the Neutralize. Don't want to spend energy yet. Let's just play Neutralize. And now we draw full hand with the second card combo here. This one should be played probably, even though it loses 1 draw. Let me just play all of them. I probably leave the last one. Yeah. So I should have played the Eviscerate instead, but yeah, this should die. Like this should kill it easily. Also, another thing about the heart is that when Beat of Death becomes 3, the after image doesn't do it anymore with the Tungsten Rod. So then we take real Beat of Death damage, and then it gets like a little bit weird. So honestly, ideally, we would like to kill the heart on like turn 8 or something. But yeah, it's just dead. Blood Vial or tanks. Wait, it's actually got Left Plan Plus though. Piercing Wheels is nice and all, yeah, but yeah, of course we take this. Like, come on, it's not even close. Piercing Wheel is okay, but you know you are not going to pick the Piercing Wheel there, like. Yeah, what's the topic? Well, Pop Puzzle. Play. I mean, Left Plan is always played, so you can even play that first. But the backstab is also always played. So I guess Left Plan doesn't need to be always played. If somehow we draw into the very end of draw pile without playing card gamble, and then you know for sure you're drawing into energy, it doesn't happen. Yeah, just you do whatever order, it doesn't matter. If you count gamble now, you don't get a draw from Acro, but you get your setup finish. I like getting my setup finish. You can play the Neutralize before everyone weaken for next turn, because if the multi-hit is coming first, then it's hitting you for only 2 and 15, which is like 15 damage, and then you are fine. So we are disappointing relic bar, yes. I agree, which is a good thing. That looking at the Act 1 part, I was already saying that yeah, we probably should just try to build a good deck instead of coping and going into a terrible path with 2 elites. Yeah, then everything just terrible. I just imagine this relic bar, but your deck is, I don't know, some poison or like some ships or whatever. There's no footwork, there's no, or maybe you pick red form from Neo even, then you have a red form. But you don't go infinite or pseudo infinite, and then where the hell do you get your damage? Is that you don't have damage, you don't have block, you don't even draw cards. Like what the hell is the plan? Relic bar is awful. Boss relic also bricks, by the way. This boss relic was not a brick, yeah, simply because our deck is like this. If our deck is not like this, and the second boss relic was also not a good boss relic screen either, and then you're just set forever. Yeah, should I spend energy on Acro or not? Because I would like to play. How much energy do I have to spend here? I want to play this and this and this, so that's 4 energy, and this also 5 energy. And we do have 5 energy right now. I can even keep the adrenaline for the future. Ah, sure, just play this and discard it, yeah. Maybe not. Playing on adrenaline now. Playing on adrenaline now is probably good. Yeah. Like this is a lot cleaner. We dig deeper in the thing as well because I need to draw back into my. My cards here regardless in order to deal damage. I don't play this eviscerate, yeah. We just spend maybe. I need to spend 4 energy here, 5 energy on the terror even, so I can even see playing both adrenaline this turn. Yeah, like how bad is it? Just play both adrenalines and just shuffle immediately, and then we don't draw like 5 statuses next turn. Yeah, no, that's fine. Man. Like this, and then we gamble. Alright, totally fine. Even get to cash in a little bit of damage here. So Predator, Cow Chops, Eviscerate, and hold, prepare Dagger Throw, and then we are chilling. We hit first, which is not actually winning the 50-50 per se, but at the same time we can always play Neutralize on next turn, so it's completely fine. There is no need to Ghost first, yeah, because we don't take the damage to be of death at all. So we can play our turn first, and if we don't block enough, then you can Ghost after, because no matter what, after you Ghost, you take 0 damage with Tungsten Rod. So how is the turn progressing? I mean, Neutralize wants to be played eventually, is it now? This turn I don't want to play Card Game Boy with this card this though, so this turn will not be very big, even on 6 energy. Also, of course, we want to play like non-block cards first, yeah, in case you can generate enough block to not Ghost. Because the non-block cards do not it use the Tungsten Rod. But if you play backflip first, you don't use the rod. Okay, so let's just Neutralize first and then maybe continue with Prepared. Ah, the Silent Dream again. And you see this dream like every single time, yeah? It's easy. Prepare plus, discard Reflex Temptation plus. Very good. Okay, Days in Hand, the Card Game Boy is already not played. Hopefully we draw to like Void like now. Off of this backflip. But yeah, of course we play the other cast first. Yeah, we just spend this turn to exhaust. Deal damage, backflip. Okay, then draw the Void. So we hold the Card Game Boy. We did not play Predator or the Outmaneuver this turn, yeah? So our next turn is not going to be very big. But it's also not going to be bad because maximum damage we take is 15. If I play Defense Survivor, we gain 15 blocks, so I take like 34. Yeah, I do not Ghost for that. So we Defend Survivor and then hold Card Game Boy and the Curse. We either hold the Curse or the Wound, doesn't matter, it's the same thing. But yeah, I just take this hit, it's only 34. And we finish exhausting. Shuffle out the thing. This turn is only 1 times 15. So we can even pay our HP again. And then we are basically already fully set up at this point, yeah? Just need to keep preparing good turns in the future and then we should be fine. I think Acro should be played, so we will just play it. That is a bit annoying to draw into. Second card game will end the Predator immediately because then it's difficult to play both of these together on the same turn. And cycling back is not so easy either because the second card game is also drawn. So yeah, echoing into these two together is quite bad. Next time we do already have the energy from Flower though, so Outmaneuver does not need to be played immediately, and maybe with this card game I can still continue my turn because the prepare can land on these two I still have draw here. So I should just card game now. I need the prepare to land on the reflex, so I backflip first, yeah, and then the prepare will still shuffle in both the reflex and the addition. Weaken reapplication doesn't matter right now just yet. We can play the neutralize next turn maybe, if needed on the off turn, and still weaken the entire second cycle. Third cycle does not matter. But yeah, now you can still choose to shuffle in some damage cards, but I think this turn just wants to continue. We just want to top deck the card combo, right? So I prepare. It does not overdraw, yeah. Shuffle out all my damage cards, doesn't really matter. I just want the turn to continue. Neutralize, I guess, eventually wants to be played at least one more time. I don't think we need to play it more than one time, but yeah, at least one more time so I can start with it here. Okay, let's redraw back into reflex because I shuffle. Because I chose a shuffle like that. So this turn can continue, and continuing the turn is very good. My hand sways because the acro tradition is already full hand. So we even get to max out this turn, yeah, kind of. How is this? Is it overdrawn? On 8, so discard 2, so it is overdrawing. But I guess you can discard addition instead. Yeah, the two card combos are actually glued together, which is slightly annoying, but at the same time it's like fine for now. Oh, if it's like this, and you might not even want to discard this, because then you can count gamble here, get a full hand, and then count gamble again, and continue your turn. The turn doesn't need to end yet. Which is, I think, what I would do. Yeah, why stop the turn when you can just continue, you know? And again, you can reflex, and it draws into the... Now, this count gamble is already shuffled out, though, but you can still draw into your prepared addition, and you deal damage here, maxing out while doing the outmaneuver. In fact, there is an argument to play outmaneuver Predator here before card combo, yeah? You spend your 2 energy immediately. Because these are 0 cost, and then you still have a decent chance to draw into prepared addition. And then you can even continue your turn. But I just want this combo to happen right now. To max out next turn and also set up the draw power for the turn after. And we can completely ignore the block because again, Tungsten Rod, 1 times 15 only, we go 24, like no issue. Yeah, I think so, right? You don't actually need to play this, but I think playing it is good. Yeah, and you do get prepared addition, so your turn doesn't even end yet. Maybe you should end this turn, no? Like from this position, but I shuffle in all my damage cards. And then I guess you can play even dagger throw with echo and then just hold echo for next turn. And I want to play the defense plus as well. So like this, yeah, we shuffle in all the damage cards. Play the dagger throw. Shuffle like this hand now because we want to hold the echo anyway and these are garbage cards. Oh, more outmaneuver. We don't need this outmaneuver energy next turn at all, though. So I hold the outmaneuver here in order to play it next turn, yeah. So we just play the defense block a tiny bit. Next turn we have like 7 energy, draw a billion cards, max out again, and then we set up again outmaneuver Predator for the turn after, and then it's dead. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so far this fight is very clean. So far this fight is extremely clean. Two Garambos are stuck together, but we can continue a turn. However, I definitely want to play the Acro then. If I see this kind of position, I definitely want to play the Acro if two Garambos are together. Oh, wait, what is the Gambo? I don't even know what the current Gambo is, yeah? Is it just win and run or what? Because if we book down, so this run wins after seeing like the Ghost in the Jar or full HP or whatever. Especially after the Valorant Plus. Oh, 25 HP, right. Wait, that's actually difficult than to not lose more than 2 HP. To not lose 2 HP, I need to Ghost. I don't want to Ghost. I don't want to Ghost. But we'll see. I want to release the Ghost, but we'll see. Oh, I need to lose 2 HP. Ah, okay, that's easy then. Okay, come on. Oh, that is very easy. Yeah, that was what's going to happen naturally anyway. So we let the natural order comes into play, you know. See, this is why you do not gamble, yeah. Especially when you're alone, you know, when you're alone in a foreign settlement. Do not gamble because they all have their own cliques there, and then every game is rigged against you, yeah. You are one person. And they have the whole system like being built in order to, you know, get your freaking money. So do not gamble when you're alone and also a minor. You will lose. And yeah, this is a life lesson. Okay, Predator outmaneuver Acro. And we see. Acro first, I don't need to discard a reflex there because I have two things in hand, so I can just draw now. Yeah, reflex in here. Doesn't really matter. Play the outmaneuver and then play the thing, and my turn keeps continuing. We already have the thing set up for next turn, yeah? Like 6 energy plus the Predator. But of course our turn doesn't end yet. It's not even close to ending. Holy, the Silent Dream again. This is the overdrawing, no? So maybe not. The Predator here only draws 1 card. Yeah. Full energy for 1 card maybe seems a bad trade. So this max out. We have infinite energy for next turn. Actually, with this, I should not take damage, to be honest. If I play the fight naturally, I should not take damage. Simply because you can see, right? I already have 9 energy. I mean, I can even play Outmaneuver one more time, yeah? So I have full hand. I have like 12 energy for next turn. So I can simply just play my block. And I have full block, and then it dies the turn after. Oh yes, I can choose to full block here. I can also choose to not. I want to play Predator one more time. This is 1 card draw only, but then I can hold card Gamble Reflex or whatever for next turn. It's probably fine. If I hold card Gamble Reflex, I should play the Prepared, yeah? Yeah. I can also discard the Reflex right now, to be honest. Because these cards are not exactly what I want to see. I don't want to play these cards before playing card Gamble, because this is costing expensive. That's probably fine. Yeah, even more energy. Now I have freaking 12 energy next turn, and I draw full hand. I can even play this. Yeah, like this hand is a bit better, and we hold card Gamble Tactician or what? Probably. I hit for fun. Okay, moment of truth, because if this is multi-hit, which it is harder to block, yeah? So maybe I cannot be bothered to full block. It is big hit and it's easier, but multi-hit is a little bit annoying to full block. To be real with you. Also, the second card Gamble being here doesn't actually mean anything. We have too much energy in here to care about like the card Gambles being stuck together for now. Eventually we might care, but not immediately. But yeah, of course I deal my damage first before playing my block. And then afterwards, if I don't block enough, well, sucks to be you. If you choose to believe that will end on above 25. My turn could technically end this turn. I need to ghost though. If I play card Gamble here and completely miss. Doesn't look like I'm completely missing. Ooh, I might miss though. See, guys, it's not intentional. Yeah, even if I want to full block this hit, I cannot. You see this? I cannot full block. Is it impossible? I brick. I actually brick though. So yeah, sucks to be you as I'm not using ghost. It's actually crazy that this deck can brick, yeah. Even when we have like full hand with the Relic Plan Plus and 2 card combos and whatnot, but I guess it can brick sometimes. Also, actually, there's another thing, is that if I deal all my damage and play maximum block, I think it dies to count shots before I take damage. Suspense, you know, like suspense. Look at this, is already dead. It's a freaking suspense, right? Like, what is this? Nah, no way, right? Because it needs to hit me 64, so it needs to hit me 13 times, yeah? And 13 times 39, there's no way this is 39 block. It's just not, it's not possible. Look at this. Try my best, but how much block do I have here? Not enough. It's dead to count drops, and I release the ghost, and there's no problem. I tried my best, guys, but you know, it could not be done. Okay. Rig? Nah, this is actually not rigged though. Like, I mean, I was planning to rig it, yeah, but at the end of the day, the outcome is actually natural. Because you are here long enough, you know that I always release the ghost if I have a choice. So I will just not play the ghost there ever. But also, yeah, free money for the ones who bet against book, as always. Yeah, what else is new? Yeah, we can see the dicks. This one is good though, in the sense that it's very difficult to actually win this run if you do not like go into this path, as in to build a deck like this. So I think maybe if I'm going to spend time reviewing the run ever, yeah, I don't know when I will do it, if I want to do it anymore. But if normally when I'm still reviewing runs, I could actually play this run again, but like maybe try to farm at least without building a deck like this, and we'll see what happens. Because it's pretty interesting. It's very difficult to win with standard play, you know. Nah, there's plenty of infinite monkeys in the chat. I know, like specifically for Silent. There are plenty of infinite monkeys. And yeah, digging. 2 decks, right? Like here's number 1 and here's number 2. Yeah, only good relics left. Yeah, look at this. I mean, we already know that. Yeah. The draw pod was also very important in the position that we use it in. It's like freaking collector. Otherwise, I guess the fairy also kind of did the same job, because you survive the 2 small hits against the minions and you take like 39 to your face and use a fairy. Yeah? And turn afterwards you probably kill, so it does kind of the same job. But I don't know whether damage is fast enough or not, because you, instead of getting your damage on the before you're weakened, you will deal 1 turn of damage, you deal like when weakened without the 3 draws. So is that even fine? Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I really hard to say whether you actually have enough damage for collector or not to preserve this. But with hindsight, you also know that even if you use the Ghost in the Jar in the collector fight, you're like okay, you have no issue. Nick. Yes, the next relic will be good. Yes. See, right here, next one, the one relic here will be the best relic you have ever seen. To be fair though, this is not bad. This is one of the better relics you could have seen, because it removes the Curse of the Bell. Like as far as the relic impact goes, this one is not actually awful. I think a bell. If you pick up a bell here, do you even see relics? I don't know. Actually, do yeah, upon pickup. So I don't know. I don't know whether you actually see the thing or not. But there's also no point doing that, you know, because then you don't know like what these would actually drop. You just want to play see the natural. Yeah, perfect. Oh, exactly what I need. Oh, thank you. Oh, this relic bars. Definitely one of the relic bars of all time, yeah. Yeah, and we so you dig like what 5 times and you see what? That's just quite sad. Yeah, even picking the boss relic for relics as well, and it's still like this. It's quite sad. Oh, important. Yeah, important to preserve the ghost. Without the tungsten rod, we probably would need to ghost the 35 damage. I'm pretty sure we have no issue after the first cycle anyway, yeah? Especially if I use the ghost to block the 50. So we have the high HP. Maybe I lose another 15 to the multi-hit. It's not even 15. And then I need to spend energy on backflip here and there or survivor here and there. But you can see that we actually have too much energy after the setup is in play. Yeah? If we break, it's only because we don't draw the cow gamble. But you just have the energy anyway to play the backflip every single time. Now we're seeing a whale is literally this floor, but it's never going to be picked up with the relic plants. Right, the hardest fight in the run, yes. Which is, to be honest, expected for this type of deck. But if we don't have the relic plants in the heart, then maybe it could have been a little bit weird. The relic plants was like, super good, because number one is that you make sure that your turn is always big after setting up. And number two is, you know, it's kind of functionally it's like 2 removes. It's not quite 2 removes, but it's close to that. And then you also get your gold to remove 1 more card in Act 4, so you are a lot stronger when you walk into the heart compared to Time Eater. So in the shop, plants minus over remove 1. Probably not. I don't think plants minus is good enough. Plants minus and remove 1 kind of the same thing, you know, except the plants cost energy to play in the first place. Because once I get into the Predator loop, retain 1 doesn't even matter too much anymore. I play 1 Predator and remove it, retain 1 is already not super good. So what I plan plus is simply just to make the first few turns very consistent so I can get off the ground. After I get off the ground, I don't need the plants anymore. But it is very good to get off the ground in the first place. But I don't think the plants minus does even close to the same thing. And the speed and shield fight would be significantly worse now if we have the relic plants over the remove. But isn't this significantly worse? Your speed and shield needs to die very quickly, otherwise you get hit. And we don't have anything to actually block the speed and shield either, so they actually need to die. We just need to hit them and then they die. And then the fight is good. Our second back, I mean, with how this turns out, second back is just stronger, no? Maybe not true, because if we don't take the bell, it takes a little bit longer to see the puzzle, and this puzzle was very important. Maybe bell pickers win again or what? Because the next common relic is here is in Act 3, so we don't even have puzzle for Act 2, and this puzzle was insanely important. Yeah, maybe bell was still good, and just because we have this. In Act 2, even though everything else sucks. This relic alone makes up for, like, you know, all the garbage here. And yeah, the hammer, I think I don't think this hammer will do anything good, yeah. Unless you keep the upweight pot here or you take the tongs or something. We simply do not see enough output in this run from cards, and the relics are just not doing it either. So it's really hard to scale for endgame with the hammer here from this spot. But the second back can do it. Second back can do it. And then here, if your deck is conventional, you get owned. Now the next one, yeah, Adrenaline over Alchemize. By the way, Adrenaline over Red Form also, yeah. And the, yeah, boss relic is like this, deck is like this. So this is a pretty bad brick. Yeah, this screen is a pretty bad brick. But it was fine. Hammer pickers have alchemized price. You don't even have a freaking blade dance though, is the thing. Like you don't see a blade dance, so where do you get shifts even? Like, I think there's an evident blitz somewhere. Oh yeah, that branch was skipped. That branch was skipped and a victory. Ah, the Deca, yes, the Deca. Stalling that's pretty hard though, so you do need the dead branch to really pop off, yeah, otherwise you die. But the nice thing is that yes, you do full heal if it works. So maybe it can work. Yeah, dead branch is here. It's pretty freaking late. Also, you do even see the dead branch if you don't take the bell, because then the shovel is late, you know. You don't even, first of all, you don't see the 3 extra relics, yeah. Your shovel is freaking late. And then without the shovel, like, how do you even get to here? Because we still farm max elite in Act 3, you know. Did not farm max elite in Act 2, but Act 2 is only 2 elites anyway. So we only get -1, but on the other hand, we dig like 3 freaking times, so we see 4 relics here. There's 7 relics instead of 2. You see 3 here and you see 4 in this act. So you get 7 relics, otherwise you get Fusion Hammer, farm 2 elites, you see 2. And then how on earth do you see this like ever? Act 2, I think Act 2 is only max 2 elites, right? I could be wrong. I don't remember much about the path. Oh, it is a 3 elite path, but this 3 elite path is a kind of mentor, yeah? Yeah, the 3 elite path is a little bit mentor, but maybe you go there anyway because you have hammer. Okay, so you can pretend that you can fight 3 elites sometimes. But yeah, so early on, when you play like thousands of Act 1s, you kind of learn this at some point. Because like the pattern play is just that, okay, maybe you want to farm 2 elites, right? But then you see like what is stuck to the 2 elites. Like, the rest of the path that's stuck to 2 elites, yeah, number 1 is this not even risk free. And number 2 is that you are not actually stronger inside Act 2. And number 3 is that you have no backup plan when you do such a thing. Like, if you can build a good deck, then you can get your relics later. You can see here, like our relic bar is still 16 long, it's not even short, and we skip on relics, so it could have been 17. It's not even actually a super short relic bar at the end of the run, yeah. But the deck is way better. Simply because there's no way to actually build a decent deck while still farming max in Act 1. If you trade, if you do for this part instead of maybe a 3 elite part in Act 1 with like maybe a fire as well in between, then yeah, that's probably not worth it. Because after all, relics are still good. If you see early relics, your deck also ends up being better. Because it changes your card draft, you know. When you see like Smooth Stone, where you can pick up like a little bit more defensive. You see Turnip, you can block in Act 2. You see Mummified Hand, you can pick up more powers early game. All of that. Like early relics also improve your deck. This idea is not talked about like, often enough, but it's true. You see relics earlier, your deck improves. Relatively speaking, comparing to seeing no relics, even though otherwise you can draft like better cards. But what is it? What are even better cards? So normally I do not trade, and I would never go on like this kind of path instead of maybe a 3 elite path if I can do it, yeah. But this like one is not viable. And also a big thing is that the freaking Guardian is here. If this is not the Guardian doing this kind of thing, also probably doesn't work. Because like what is the idea of trying to force a good deck with the Adrenaline? Yeah, it's like this, right? You get Eviscerate and you get things to activate the Eviscerate, like the Prepare, the Dagger Throw. Yeah, you fight Hexagons. You fight Hexagons or Slime Box with this type of deck, yeah, you are done for. You're actually just done for. You try to do that. Yeah, one path basically it's just I give up on the 2 elite path immediately on floor 0. Because here, if you want to do fire before the first elite, you need like 3 question marks, and you don't get potion, you don't have cards. And yeah, this is risky. And afterwards, if you want the second elite, you also have to go on this side, which is absolutely awful. So I have already given up on the idea of farming 2 elites in this arc at the moment I click the adrenaline. And just start here. With the plan of going to exactly this path. If I was overpowered by this floor, then I would still take the elite over the fire, but I was not. So 1 elite it is, and then I make sure I can upgrade every card I pick. And I pick in a way so that the upgrades are strong also. The prepare upgrade is very strong, and this upgrade very strong. If I have seen an Acro or Reflex or Cargable also, they would have been strong as well. I mean, I didn't see them. But, you know, basically this icon went exactly according to plan. And then the whole run also went kind of according to plan. Right? There are some bad things that happen. First of all, the bell bricks, very hard. And secondly, there was a freaking decay in the question mark that was forced into my deck there. But even despite all that, it was still okay. The deck still functioned like just fine. Oh yeah, let's go here. This is a nice one though, I like it. Because it does reward basically, you know, having foresight. Yeah? Like seeing the long future, like the long state of the run. Like very early on you get rewarded. And I would like to say this kind of thing does come with experience, but at the same time you do need to actively think about it, otherwise you just never pick up like these kind of things. Even some stuff, like for example, you pick a catalyst without poison at some point in the run. That also is kind of the same thing. Is that you're doing something that's slightly detrimental now, but you really need it for the future because you can see the cost of the run, you know, with the early relics, maybe your early cards. Is that you simply cannot scale your damage otherwise, yeah? And then you pick a catalyst. For example. And these kind of things do happen. And I would say maybe it happens more often on Silent compared to the other characters. Maybe. Just because Silent has a cheap and dirty way to just block this fire, you know? So your deck doesn't even need to be like cohesive or anything, yeah? You just walk into this fight, you play well, and sometimes you just win. But like Ironclad, you need like something really good to happen, at least one thing. Defect also needs something really good to happen, at least one thing. Yeah, Watcher needs like not anything terrible to happen. Yeah, I think very hard and pick Raw Kata, yes, exactly. Noob Zone doesn't have separate, so I guess we just get out. Nobody else I know is streaming. So I just end stream then, yeah. Thanks for watching guys, as always, and see you.